Do, 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 do. And nice. And we're gonna finish with this layout. Oh, my ends are ashy. Is it bad? Okay, it doesn't look too bad on camera. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Okay. This juicy lip tint is so dark. It's so much darker than what I wanted it to look like. It is what it is. Also, I'm definitely gonna continue in my streak of reacting to stories today. Gonna keep on reacting to these Reddit stories because I still have a ridiculous amount of stuff to do on Warframe. But then, as soon as I'm done grinding in Warframe, I'm gonna go back to playing Hellblade. All right, let's see what we got today. Husband is back from business trip. It's not just a burrito. Today I fucked up by comparing my pregnant wife to Moby Dick during fun time. Okay. I, 34 female, found a thread where my fiance, 32 male, told a friend he is worried about our wedding photos. I stalked my stalker and he did not like it. My 30 fiance, M32, so like male 32, certainly want a prenup, but I don't entirely agree with his request and am worried about his reasoning. Is what he's asking for unreasonable? Damn! A lot of things are happening in people's life, huh? Jesus. Some of y'all don't really choose the right partners. Alright, let's get this started.
Husband is back from business trip.
Oh, God. Okay.
So OP continues basically from the title and says, and I really don't care that he's tired. He got to explore a nearby city all by himself.
Oh, yeah.
Sleep alone in a quiet hotel room. He took his video game system with him to keep him company. He got accolades at a business conference. He got the chance to see old friends and acquaintances, etc. I, however, held down the house on my own, did everything for our 2 toddlers by myself while heavily pregnant. I even dragged the trash can to the end of our quarter-mile long driveway because he forgot to do it before he left. And even though I got a little less downtime than when my husband is at home, the past few days were more peaceful. A sweet little taste of what my life could be like after the divorce.
Huh?
The divorce that I already know he will say blindsided him because he thinks that everything is fine between us since I no longer care enough to argue or nag or negotiate with him. And that's the post.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Why'd you get a third kid with that?
That's also true. Not to victim blame, of course.
No.
But I will say this peek behind the screen. This was the story I chose. If we had to go longer on the live, so I know this story. I mean, so I didn't read comments.
You know, there's more.
Live, so I do know there's more.
Yeah. Any thoughts, John? Before we continue on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her for feeling that type of way. Like, all right, sometimes it is necessary for like partners to possibly have like business trips or like having to go somewhere else for work. That's a normal thing. However, you got to set your partner up for success if they're gonna, you're gonna leave them while you get to kind of have fun and have some downtime. Bare minimum thing was fucking take out the trash, my guy. And knowing your wife is pregnant with your third kid and it's a quarter-mile walk, you're gonna have her haul that shit. Either if you forgot, either you call a company and say like, hey, is there a way to fucking, I don't know, hire someone? Like, there's like apps everywhere for that. You can hire someone to make your wife's life easier. because like you're that ain't it right now. So I don't.
Yeah.
And the way the wife is reacting, it feels like this is something that culminated over time.
Yes.
That like you
This
haven't
is an
been helping
accumulation.
out. So this is kind of just like the straw that broke. This is her glass shatter moment, basically.
Right.
Can you imagine getting that? You're on Fiverr, and then somebody's like, "Can you take a trash can a quarter mile?" Be like, "Damn, this is the easiest,
Fucking job."
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And there's
Yeah.
a market. There's a market for that for everybody. Some people like some companies just pick up shit like dog shit.
Like they just go to people's backyards and
Yeah,
just pick
and
up all
just
the
pick up dog shit. Yeah.
Damn.
That is wild. I'm sure you could get like a cleaning service that would like clean your house, which would be nice as
Yes.
well, and then
Oh,
also
yeah.
take the trash out
Yeah.
as like
Yeah.
as part of their package. So that would do a 2-for-1 where it's like, oh hey, like I'm not home, but the house got cleaned and the trash got taken out.
Honestly, if I see someone pregnant and they're just like, let's say I was a cleaning person like that, I'm like, I think I'll just do it as a favor. I'm like, that's fucking far for you.
Right.
I'm already heading out that
Yeah.
way anyway.
Also insane to remember your video game set
Yeah,
up
bring the console
And not take out the
and
trash.
not to take out the
Trying
trash.
to take out the
That one's
trash.
tough.
Yeah.
The low flying birds commented said, people ask me how I knew it was time for a divorce, and I always say when all I felt towards him was apathy. No more anger or frustration or sadness, just nothing. Life is worth it on the other side. To which OP responded and said, I rejoiced when I finally reached the apathy stage. I have suffered so much grief and anger and confusion in my marriage up to this point. I was a victim of that patriarchal lie that tells us that if I just communicate better or show more deference and respect, brackets yuck, or motivate him with sex, in brackets double yuck, or read the right books and blogs and change everything about how I relate to my husband and then shrink myself down and expect absolutely nothing from him at all, then he will magically offer me the bare minimum. But now I know not to calculate him into my life at all, and I'm freer.
Woo!
So yeah, like the opposite of
Ooh, this is rare, but I'm happy to hear it because my first thought is always divorce, leave him. But she posted, like, nah, I'm not ready to leave him. As soon as he come back from his business trip, I'm done. And I'm here for that. We don't hear that enough. We don't hear women say that they're done. And we should. From what it sounds like, also, this is an accumulation. This woman has been dealing with this shit for a minute. Good for her.
of love is not always hate, it's apathy. It's like I don't feel anything towards you.
That is
Yeah.
worse to me.
Exactly. It's like
Hate, at least hate is a emotion, is a passion, like
Yeah.
a passionate emotion, but apathy, you don't feel a damn thing about somebody. That's oof. If
the
someone
person that's
said
supposed
like,
to mean the most to you. It's
if
like,
someone said like, I feel nothing about you, like, ooh, that
cuts
hurts
deep.
more than like, you could call me the worst names, the worst insults. They're just like, you just don't matter to me,
yeah,
bro. That's fucking painful.
it cuts. It cuts.
That's right out of Scrubs.
Is
He
it?
says that exact line.
Oh shit.
He was like, yeah, you can hate me. And he was like, actually, it's worse. I nothing you. And then
Ooh.
I was like, oh, shit.
Damn.
Oh,
It's true though. It is true.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So there is an update.
Ooh.
Husband came back from his business conference,
He cheated.
but I Googled it and there was no such conference.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think he just went on vacation by himself and claimed that he was going to a business conference out of town.
Or he cheated, but he brought his fucking console. Girl, I'm so glad you're ooh, child. You're heavily pregnant and you already have 2 toddlers at home. I'm so glad she's divorcing him. Fuck this man.
He probably thought he deserved a break from the chaos at home, a pregnant wife, 2 toddlers, and not enough free time to work out and play video games uninterrupted. Maybe this week I'll go to a business conference too. One for stay-at-home moms who gave up their career temporarily while speed running their family building phase, who plan to get back to work and then divorce their dirtbag husbands as soon as they can find safe and reliable childcare.
Hey, yo.
That's Update. There is some more, but thoughts on that?
That man is
Good
fucking
for
for
her.
sure.
That's what I thought
Oh, yeah.
immediately.
That guy's fucking for sure. And even if he's not, I feel like this is a lot of work not to, so I feel like he's definitely fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're already on your way out anyway, so it's kind of like, fuck it. You know, who fucking cares if he is or isn't? But I mean, obviously the medical reasons. Make sure you get yourself checked if you're sexually active with this guy.
True. That is true.
If he has like the mental capacity to create an illusion and create that lie, like, oh yeah, I'm getting an award, and all this fucking fake facade, this and that, put up a front with you, he's definitely fucking doing something on the side.
Crazy to be going somewhere to, you know, have an affair and still bring your video game console. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be fucking her the whole time.
Yeah,
I gotta
breaks.
I gotta play video game.
Oh, what a loser. So Born to be Mild 1 said he's most likely cheating. I'm sorry. There's no other reason he'd lie about something so major. Certainly not just to have a break. An OP responded and said, yeah, he probably is. I haven't had sex with him in months because he's been such an awful husband to me. So I'm sure that's his justification if he is having sex with someone else. But even if he wasn't out cheating on me, leaving me alone to take care of our kids all by myself while I'm 8 months pregnant is reason enough to divorce, in my opinion. Especially since it was purely a recreational trip of some type or another. So yeah, it's like, even if he isn't cheating, it's still so fucked up.
It's still
to
a
leave your
divorce.
Dude, yeah,
8-month pregnant wife.
2 kids.
Yeah. Because you said at the beginning, like after the first story, John, you were like, yeah, like I get it. Like corporate America, you have to sometimes go on trips that you don't want to. He's not even doing that.
This is a whole lie, dude.
Yeah.
It is.
Also, I feel like if you're bringing your video, again, maybe I haven't been on enough of these, but I feel like if you're bringing your video game system, then like,
I need to go.
I don't know, it kind of sounds like you're enjoying it more than you should. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Even if it is a business trip.
I've definitely brought consoles to business trips before.
Sure. Yeah. If you bring like your Steam Deck or something like that.
No,
it's like,
I'm talking about like a full-on console. I used to bring my fucking, what is it?
Yeah.
Series
Listen, John.
X.
Yeah, but you don't have two
You don't have
children and
two
an
kids
8-month
and a
pregnant wife at home.
That's true.
I forgive you for that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, if he brought like a Steam Deck for the plane or something, I'd understand
That's
that.
fine, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like, no, he's bringing a whole Xbox to play in when he should be, you know, calling you or like.
Hard to be like, man, I really don't want to go. I wish I could stay home with you. And then also pack your fucking PS5. I don't think so.
But not take the trash out, like
and
you
not
said.
take the trash out. Yeah,
That's
fuck this.
fucking wild, dude. Yeah, divorce is definitely the move for this.
Yeah. So to get a little backstory on their how the marriage has been going, this was posted 3 months ago by OP. This next one on r/marriage, and it's titled "It's Not Just a Burrito."
Okay, so I haven't read this one.
No, this was like
further dicking.
Well, Hazel Razel luckily tagged it in there.
Okay.
So shout out to them. But it goes like this. I have been ordering the exact same burrito from the same chain of restaurants for like 20 years. I have known my husband for almost a decade and been married several years now. We have gone to the same restaurant countless times together, and he has gone here by himself to order food for us so many times. But he still messes up my order every single time. I've texted it to him. I've written it on pieces of paper for him. I've called him while he's in line and reminded him what I want on my burrito.
So what does he not
But
get?
it's always something missing or some extra ingredient I don't like or the wrong beans or something. Every single time. At this point, it feels like he's doing it on purpose. But based on his other actions in our marriage, I don't know if he even cares enough about me to make the effort to disappoint me in such a consistent way. Like it takes creativity to mess up someone's food order in a different way every single time. I doubt he'd waste that much brain energy on his wife.
This guy fucking hates your ass.
Yeah, dude, this relationship's a wrap, dude. It's fucking over.
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo this man.
Boo what?
Boo.
Oh,
Rap.
is that not a
Burrito. Wrap. Good.
My fucking PTSD
Holy shit.
is going
I was
crazy.
convinced he meant to do that, Sean.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm with
thought
you.
100% that was a fucking John pun.
Holy fuck.
Oh shit. Dude, I'm so out today.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Even
move
when
on
you're
to-
out, you're on, dude.
You're
That's how
on.
good you are, dude.
I didn't even fucking catch
You didn't even mean to do it, but you fucking did it.
Oh.
Talent,
Is
brother.
burrito technically a? It is
Yeah, you-
technically a wrap.
You
Yeah,
wrap the
you
burrito,
wrap it
no?
in a wrap.
Oh. Okay, that's
Not
kind
us
of
explaining it.
Jesus Christ.
wait.
Starting 2026 off with a bang here,
It's still
John.
2025. All right.
That's such a nice skin.
Oh, fuck.
shit.
All right, we'll move on past that. Terrible marriage, divorce his
running out of
ass.
flash
Fuck
Oh,
him.
for real.
I
Yeah.
don't think we have any more to say about
Fucking
that. But
slow today. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
I mean, how many different options can you
This one is
fuck that
nice.
up? How do you fuck it up every single time for
That's what I
10
mean.
years?
Especially
Dude,
if she's
it's
calling you while you're in
on
line.
the phone with you.
Yeah.
Like, there's
It's
no
crazy.
way.
Facts.
You either care so fucking little or you're fucking with her. And either way is
Bro.
just like such
Either way is
He
rough.
sucks.
This is like
disrespect.
the fucking. This is like the sake guy from last episode,
Yes,
Mhm.
actually, 100%.
basically.
All right, boys, let's move on to the next one here. Posted by Bronze Shadow. And it's from Sean's favorite subreddit. Today
Oh,
I
yeah.
fucked up. And this one is a wild title. Today I fucked up by comparing my pregnant wife to Moby Dick during sexy time.
What?
A whale? I feel like that. I mean, I haven't read Moby Dick, so maybe there is maybe some innuendos. Maybe you could be like, yeah, I just mean like wet, dude. But I feel like it's a hard reach.
Talking about blowholes.
Well.
All right. So my wife and I were in the midst of which let's go.
Hell yeah.
Things were getting hot and heavy when my wife, as is a custom, decided to mess with me. We've both had some weight issues lately, and pregnancy hasn't helped her confidence. So she says,
So you choose to call her a whale, brother?
hold on. So she says, come get your white whale.
Did she hump back?
I, of course, am not one to be out fucked with, so I start badly quoting Moby Dick. I thrust myself upon the white whale with all the lust of my entire race from Adam down. If my dick were a cannon, which it is, then I fire at an ocean of spooge upon you.
He gave her the sperm whale?
We were both laughing so hard that sexy time was effectively over.
Oh,
I've
okay.
never laughed myself out of an erection before. To be fair, she's already pregnant, so no harm, no foul.
Nice.
So
I mean, I guess not truly a fuck up if y'all are both enjoying it.
Yeah,
It's-
y'all laugh.
I mean,
yeah,
you
it's-
fucked yourself out of fucking.
That's true, but I mean, not hard to get back on the
No.
you know. So yeah, I mean, kudos to you. Kudos to knowing that much about Moby Dick to be able to say
To
all
quote
of that.
it mid pump is
Yeah.
crazy.
That's wild. Kudos. I mean, takes a talent.
Absolutely.
I think
but,
like Sean could do this. Probably quote mid stroke.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you can
keep you
leave
updated.
quotes. Stop! I'm doing something.
I'm doing something.
So the comments were just a ton of quotes from Moby Dick.
Oh yes.
So the Lord hates a coward said, "From hell's heart, I stab at thee."
Hmm.
And then Kitchen Force 656 says, "There she blows." ...
There it is.
There it is. So, not where I thought that was going based on the title when I originally picked it, but
At least today they fucked. You know, that's all that matters.
they fucked at least 8 months ago, or however many months ago.
Yeah,
So
and
I mean,
also in the story,
They,
mid story.
they fucked in the story, just not to
Yeah.
completion.
true. They fucked with each other.
Yeah,
A lot of fucking in this story, but
a lot
it's
of
all,
fucks, and it's good.
It's all good fucks.
Yeah,
that they're
yeah, exactly.
doing right now.
All right, let's go to the next one. Posted by Not Your Dad, Just a Dingo. And the title is, I, 34 female, found a text thread where my fiance, 32 male, told a friend he is worried about our wedding photos.
For what reason?
They're like questionable hand gestures, questionable
Oh, God.
poses that y'all did. Is it like,
We did the Nazi salute.
oh God,
Jesus Christ! Delete all
I
the files.
would be worried too.
Yeah. So this one was posted on r/relationship advice. Did you guys ever worry about your wedding photos? I don't remember doing that too much.
Like just being worried about how they turn out.
Yeah.
Nah,
When we got them, we were worried that because we booked our photographer like 2 years before the thing. We're like, oh, their style has changed. and it's not what we
Oh,
wanted.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, we picked our photographer pretty close to the date, so we were like pretty
Mhm.
confident. And I mean,
Yeah, we had the whole the COVID thing. So
right. That's fair.
yeah.
All right. So my fiance Dave and I had been dating for 2 years and lived together. Earlier today, I was using his iPad to watch a show in our room because I wasn't feeling well and we don't have a TV in our room. We don't use the iPad much, maybe a couple times a month. While I was watching, he was getting texts from his friend Mike. The banner just said text message, so I kept swiping up, but they were coming in so fast. At one point, I accidentally opened the text convo. So, to start, I'm not a beauty. It doesn't mean I'm not confident, though.
Mm.
There's rarely a day that goes by where I look in the mirror and I'm unsatisfied with my appearance. How people treat women who do not fit any mold of attractiveness is a story for a different day, but I've often been referred to as a starter girlfriend or a stepping stone, and that my exes had no confidence since they chose to date me or were closeted, and every guy I've ever asked out has always said no.
Jesus fucking
who the
Christ.
fuck said
Yeah.
that? Who said this to OP?
Apparently exes, which is fucking goddamn.
One, I'm glad that they're exes.
Yeah, you deserve better.
You're like, bitch, you
Shit.
chose me.
Yeah, right.
Stupid.
I'm not someone to date just to
God damn
date.
it.
I don't chase guys around. Generally, I stay away from dating. It took some time to trust that someone was interested in me. And
Okay. I almost burned down my apartment because of popcorn. And now my apartment smells like burned popcorn. Oh. Okay, maybe not burn down my apartment, but the fucking smoke that came out of my freaking microwave. Oh. Wow. It smells so bad. I'm just glad that my fucking fire alarm, is not there. Oh. I need to open a window. The burned popcorn is killing me. Jesus Christ. Anyway. While I was out trying to fix my popcorn issues, I did hear the previous story about Moby Dick. I was offended at first, but I liked where it went in the end. But damn, I wasn't sure at first. I was like, boy, like, there's no way you're that stupid. Like, don't do something like that. Oh wow. Whoa, what is this skin? Wait, how much shit do I still want to buy on the WARFRAME market? I don't need it. Woo! I mean, come on now. Okay. I'm gonna put myself online on the WARFRAME market because I need to keep buying stuff. I'm gonna go open a fucking window because I'm dying. Actually dying. I can't. Oh.
wasn't going to drop me when someone, quote, better came along.
Oh.
So the
oh
text
yeah, about this story. Girl, I know he's your ex. But damn, love yourself. This is insane.
were Dave sending pictures of me to his friend, trying to figure out what my best angle is. Mike said that
Not your job.
right.
You're not the photographer.
Mike said that my left side is tolerable, I guess.
What the
If
fuck?
anything, you should tell the photographer to focus on that side.
Hell
Mike is the
no.
fiance, right?
No, Mike is
The friend.
The friend. Okay.
which is like, if anyone said that about my,
Yeah, we're
Beyonce?
fucking
Throwing
fighting.
we're
fucking
not friends
hands.
anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Dave expressed his frustration saying, I think I do want to marry her, but maybe you're right. Just ask the photographer to edit some things here and there.
What the fuck?
Oh
And
my
then Mike
God.
said, it would make you both feel better. Maybe just have their photos of her straight on since she looks best that way. I was more offended than hurt and still more offended than hurt. I know I'm not attractive, but to say I need
Girl,
editing in my
stop.
own wedding photos is so rude and demeaning. I took screenshots with my phone and handed the iPad back to Dave. So the first thing you see when you open it is the conversation. He asked me how the movie was, and I told him it was great. Then we had lunch.
He didn't bring it up at all?
I'd be fighting. I'd be immediately fighting. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and he knew immediately something was up and kept pestering me about it. I kept saying I was feeling off, but he kept asking. So I told him he should talk to Mike about his concerns since he and Mike have so many opinions about me. He kind of turned white for a second before asking me what I meant.
Uh-huh.
Bitch,
What
you
the fuck do
fucking
you-
What do
know
you
I
mean?
Hope he gave you the iPad with the conversation open.
Yeah.
That's dense.
Dense
bro.
as fuck.
I handed him his iPad and went back to our bedroom and
The
shut
smell
the
is
door.
killing me.
He hasn't come talk to me for a few hours, which is killing me. We usually talk things through, but I don't know what to do. I know he hasn't left the apartment. So that is the post. What advice would you give OP?
Break up.
I would break up because, like,
with your boyfriend.
I feel like if you are in a stage in life where you're about to marry this person or you want to spend the rest, I mean, the fucking fiance should have defended the fuck out of OP. OP
Yes.
probably has expressed insecurities to, the fiance
He
at this
sucks.
point. And the fact that, like, he's hearing out a friend instead of saying, don't fucking ever talk about my fiance like that, or I'll fucking just cut you off completely. And the fact that he still went with it, that's disgusting, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that fucking fiance doesn't have a backbone. And I feel sorry for OP.
Ooh.
Like, for all the people that has told you that, and they're calling you like all these different things, judging you for your appearance, they're the ugly ones.
Yeah.
They're the fucking
Yeah.
hideous people that should never deserve any some sort of love from anyone. Cause like, who fucking
I
says
kinda
that to
like
people,
that.
dude?
Also, it's just like added insult on injury that like seems like it's been hours since the
Conversation,
the
argument.
since y'all have last seen each other, and he is just in the apartment not saying a thing to you.
Yeah.
Presumably, I guess, just chilling out there.
He's
That
an
is
ass.
so fucking rude. Like, even like, how do you not immediately go in the room and be like, yeah, that was, fucked up, or like say something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you're being a dickhead, say something. It's crazy to just like let her storm off and then just
Especially
never
when
go in.
he's the one in the wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Apologize, you fucking piece of shit.
This is really
But
sad.
like, I also think it's worse than that because like it sounds like he's bringing this conversation up to Mike, being like, "Oh, like I worry about the wedding photos. Like, what angle should we get of her?
Who
Like, why are you
cares?
talking? Why? Who cares? First of all, but also, why are you not talking to her about like the wedding photos? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's just like it's so shallow. Like, you should love your partner. You've been with them for 2 years. You asked them to marry you.
Literally.
What the fuck do you care about? Like,
Well,
Why
then,
this
like,
would
stuff?
you
if
ask
you
her
were
to
so
marry
shallow to
you?
begin with, then why be with this person? Why string OP along this
Right.
whole time, thinking that like, you knew that they probably knew that they had all these insecurities, that they all had this trauma from past relationship. Like, are you
Yeah.
dangling some sort of a carrot that you're the fucking prize, my guy? Like, what's going on here?
But
I
also,
mean, it's just like, why string along somebody that you're like not attracted to?
yeah,
know what I mean?
That's
People can
it.
have
Like, you
people
should-
can have like you can have like preferences. You can have a type.
Sure.
Like, that's perfectly okay. But why string someone along this fucking far along in a relationship to the point that marriage is an option?
exactly.
Yeah.
And like, and even in the text message,
Yeah.
he's saying like, "I think I want to marry her." It's like, bitch, you're
What do you mean you
past
think?
that
You're
point. You should be
supposed to
confirmed.
know.
You don't
Yes.
do that after the engagement.
Exactly. So fucking
Ah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Witty punny name said, "My heart breaks for you reading this. You don't need to settle for someone who doesn't love you completely and unconditionally. It's true when they say love is blind. Someone who truly loves you wouldn't be worrying about how you will look in your wedding photos.
Exactly.
And he absolutely wouldn't be allowing his friend to put you down for your looks. I know the thought of spending your life alone is scary and depressing, but trust me, it is way better than spending your life in a bad relationship. You deserve
Period.
so much better.
Yes.
Which is like, yeah, like the only thing I would be thinking about my wedding photos is like, I'm excited to see them. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I'm excited to look back on the day that meant so much to me. And that would be all like, that's what the wedding photos are for. They're for you and people you love and care about to look back on and be like, oh, like I this marriage means something to us. And to just be thinking so shallowly about
It's
it
very
is
sad.
disgusting.
Yeah.
But there is an update 1 month later.
She left him.
Okay.
So there were a lot of comments, but more often than not, the comments told me to leave and how I don't deserve him and all that. Which I think
Wait.
Not
I
you
think
don't
Is it
deserve
vice
him.
versa? Maybe you mean vice versa.
I think the vice
Yeah.
versa because
like, wait.
most of the comments I saw were like, yeah, he doesn't deserve you.
Yeah,
So,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
hoping that's what it was actually.
That's
was just
what
a typo.
They mean,
It happens.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, hopefully.
We had a civil conversation, our first for a while, and he told me that he'd been wanting to break up for a while, but didn't think it was right. Apparently, he cares about me, but had been
shut
wanting to
up.
break up for a while, but he felt bad and said he doesn't know how to handle criticism about our relationship from other people. What the fuck? Grow a spine.
You know,
fucking
you don't.
You
you
fucking
don't-
weaselly
bitch.
little-
dude.
You're not in a relationship for other people. You're in a relationship for you because you love your partner. Like, who the fuck cares about other people's opinion? If your love is what it's supposed to be, then other people's opinion shouldn't matter. Ah, what a small little man. Like, I'm sorry, but that's fucking disgusting. I don't respect this guy. I would be. Like, it's a good thing that they're not together anymore because it's just. Mm-mm. Don't ever let somebody treat you like this. This is crazy.
Dude.
Yeah. So I took that advice and left.
Good.
It only took a few days, and I hired movers to take my things. We talked a few times, but I was really busy with work and packing, so we stayed away from each other. I found an apartment for rent, and here I am. It's a really nice place, and I am happy it is, but I can't say that I'm much happier.
Wow.
If anything, I might be a little worse off, I guess. Like in my original post, I mentioned how I'm aware of how I look, and now I'm alone. It's all I can really think about. Talking about it with my family just leads to things like, oh, you're great. You're too beautiful to deal with someone so ugly. It just kind of made it worse. All my friends are pretty, and the way we are treated in public is just a reminder. Going out in a group to a club is a photographer getting shots of them, and one asked me to take a picture of him with everyone else. I've generally paid for more than half of everything, but my friends always get things from their boyfriends or husbands, even cars. Not saying that guys should pay for everything, just something that's a reminder for me. I've been trying to work out more because I gained 20 pounds since we started dating. So I work out some, but more often than not, I snooze my alarm. There is a novel I'm trying to write, and I've gotten some written, but I'm having trouble staying motivated. I read and then get inspiration and write like 200 to 400 words once or twice a day, which is good so far.
That's actually pretty good.
I think that's amazing.
That's
200 to
fucking
400 words?
good.
Better
Like
than most
20
people.
words tops.
Yeah. I found my 360 and I've been playing Oblivion again. LOL. Great game.
Fucking awesome game.
And I draw a little, but my apartment is an absolute mess. And like, I don't miss him or anything. It's actually quite nice being on my own, but I'm just so sad. I don't have a distraction, maybe. I can't really put my finger on it. But overall, I am doing well. Everyone was right about leaving him because we'd both grown pretty agitated with one another and it was reaching a breaking point. Living alone has helped a lot. So,
Yeah, I mean, I will say,
Warframing,
like,
yes.
yeah, you're probably depressed. You went from planning a wedding to, you know,
living on your own.
living on your own. Not great circumstances. But I will say the level of depressed you are now, I imagine would be much, much worse if you married this guy.
Yes.
I imagine, like, you know,
Imagine learning about this conversation after you said yes at the altar. Oh no, that's good. I'm very happy that. Ooh, child. Crazy.
the anguish and like grief that you feel now would only be amplified after like years of marriage, possible kids involved, just
Mhm.
like all around bad vibes. So as bad as it is now, it could have been much worse. So there's that at least. And like I get, all the other stuff is kind of like not what you're trying to hear right now. It's gonna be pretty tough to raise your confidence again. Hearing
make it.
the same
I
old stuff
believe.
from your loved ones is kind of just like, oh yeah, it's y'all are my loved ones. Y'all are gonna say that, of course.
Yeah.
So it's it'll just take time, I'm sure. But yeah, it could be much worse. Like
How?
what the boy said, you're riding a shitload compared to us three. So
Compared to most people, I think.
Most
Yeah.
people.
so it's like you're digging yourself into hobbies. You're getting your mind off of it. I think these are all healthy steps. But yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like it's not like the Reddit sometimes will make it seem like, oh, break up and then all problems are solved. Not really.
It's
No.
not.
No.
Yeah, we don't often acknowledge the part that you will be sad
Wait,
and you
will
will be
suck.
dealing
What is
with
this?
the thing. Yeah, it will suck. So this is hopefully just the first part of it, and then things will get better.
Yeah, if you don't want to hear the same things over and over again from your loved ones, because sometimes they tend to just say things to make you feel better, go to a
Yes.
professional, my friend. Like,
Yeah.
oftentimes they'll tell you things that you don't want to hear about yourself, which is like maybe you've heard enough of like the sugar coated stuff. And maybe there's a lot of like self image aspects that you may want to work on with someone who,
Ooh.
is qualified to tell you or give you at least steps on what to take to like combat that, or at least give you some suggestions on like, all right, how can we cope with this situation a little bit better? So really my first suggestion for you is like, hit up therapy. There may be, and to believe it or not, online can be scary for things like that, but there are literally communities for everything, and I guarantee you that there's
Wow.
communities out there that has situations like you're facing right now. If you can find some sort of support group within those realms, I think it would be a great idea to possibly get involved, or just like hearing people out with kind of the same situation as you. But first and foremost, I think therapy is the first step, because look, like what Sean is saying, this situation is gonna suck. You are gonna need some skills to be able to like, cope with it, and like hopefully the rest of your life gets better, because everyone deserves happiness, whether it's by yourself or at least someone who is gonna accept you for who you are 100%.
No, I agree. That's what I was going to recommend was therapy as well. Because even if you're like happy in your own body, it's still, you just went through calling off a wedding, which is,
Mhm.
Yeah.
traumatizing enough. So at a bare minimum, talking about that. And then if you want to, you can talk about the body positivity stuff as well, and work on that, and maybe coping mechanisms to deal with the shitty people around you. Yeah, because unfortunately, many people in society are shitty for how people look, and it's
Yep.
terrible.
We're
So
very shallow.
I wish you nothing but the
As
best,
a
OP, and I
species.
know that it sucks right now, but it will get better, and you will, get out of this slump, and be better for it.
Sending you virtual hugs if you ever hear this, with consent, of
Aw.
course.
All right, boys, let's move on to the next one. Posted by Adventurous Plate 458 from r/traumatize them back.
Hell yeah.
Traumatize them
I'm
back.
awake now.
That sounds like
And
a
this one
revenge.
is titled, I stalked my stalker and he did not like it.
Fun.
Juicy.
That's
Fun,
crazy.
fun.
But
All right,
good
so
for her.
almost 6 years ago, I made one of my obscure art projects temporarily available online. In it, I'm naked for a few minutes. Those few minutes sparked a wave of obsessions from random dudes online that is still going on to this day.
Jesus.
Welcome to the internet as a woman. And the video has been shared on many websites, forums, and subreddits without my consent. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
I've been able to handle most of it and have the video deleted from most of the places it's been posted on. But there is one guy who is really obsessed. Not only does he follow my socials, but he also sent me screenshots of me naked in DMs with a creepy message saying, I have your video and there's nothing you can do about it.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
And
fucking
this is why the birth rate is
crazy.
declining.
He went through great lengths to download the video from a paid DMR protected website I posted it on, shared it, and bragged about it on sketchy forums. Recently, he started making various montages with my video and posted them on random subreddits as well as his YouTube channel.
Hey, yo.
Wait, yeah.
Wait, is it like there's nudity in the thing?
Presumably. Unless he's taking it
yeah.
from the non-nudity parts, but still fucking weird. He even paid an adult content creator to make a custom video in which she reenacted my nude art scene. He also makes memes with my face and posts them around. Overall, not only is he creepy, but he's also just really fucking weird. I messaged him warning I'm pressing charges against him, which is true, but you know how slow the justice system is and how inept they are with online
For
crimes.
sure.
It's so fucking, depending on where you are, like revenge porn isn't. But even that, this isn't even
Not taking that
revenge porn,
seriously.
but just sharing, pictures of you. It might not be illegal, which is fucking bullshit. But it didn't stop him, and he went on making and posting weird content with me in it. He obviously thought I would never find him, which is vastly underestimating me.
Oh.
Turns out I'm much more of a nerd than he seems to think I am,
That's
and I have ADHD, so I really don't mind hyper-focusing on really specific things. In this case, finding him.
Hey.
It also turns out he made quite a few mistakes and is, in fact, much more traceable than he thinks he is, especially to someone like me who knows
Hell yeah.
how and where to search and who doesn't mind searching for just as long as I need to.
This is crazy. This is my TikTok algorithm right now. It's just people. There's this one video of a fucking person who drove like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Yes!
that's on mine.
Dude, someone drove like 4 hours because they left like some unhinged comment on one of their videos.
Oh my
So
God.
she went to their place of employment and said like, "Oh, you left a comment on one of my posts, and I
No.
just didn't appreciate how you talked to me
She
about
drove
that.
to his
And
house.
I just want to come over here, and I'm asking you to read the statement that I wrote. I want you to read it out loud, just apologizing to me, or I'm gonna tell your wife that I saw
Oh,
your fucking
shit.
profile on Grindr or some shit like that, or a
Hell
dating
yeah.
site or something like that." Oh
That's
man,
awesome.
I fucking love those
Wild.
people, dude.
Yeah, fuck these.
I want to know what he said.
So, yeah, I would too.
I haven't been able to find it. I've been looking.
Fuck these online trolls, though. They just think because they're
Dude.
anonymous, they can say whatever the fuck they want or do whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they
This
want.
needs to happen more often.
It does.
They
It
need to get
does.
their fucking shit rocked.
So I managed to trace him back to pretty much all the usernames he has online and finally to his actual name and face.
Nice.
I now know who it is, which neighborhood he lives in, approximately how old he is, what he looks like, his IP address, what kind of devices he uses, what video games he plays, but also what his fetishes are and what kind of porn he watches.
God damn.
in brackets. Not kink shaming, but it's some weird ass stuff.
Not surprising.
No,
Given the
not surprising
other
at all.
details about this weirdo.
Turns out this idiot had sent an email to my art business inbox 4 years ago with his full name. I assume he didn't think I would ever connect the dots. He's a rather young dude with a baby face, probably the least menacing face you've ever seen. So it's really funny to look at this guy wanting to act like an internet thug. Honestly, when I saw what he looked like, my first thought was that he needed some good old spanking from his mom to get him back on track. So I gave him a taste of his own medicine. I made a funny meme using his face and sent it to him. He deleted his account immediately. A 3-year-old Reddit account that he uses rather regularly. And that was yesterday. So I assume he's busy shitting himself in the fetal position. Needless to say, I was extremely satisfied.
This
Oh,
is
man.
this is 50 Cent energy over here, dude. And I fucking love it.
Isn't 50 Cent also kind of...
50 Cent's very problematic
Yeah.
in
Oh,
his
he's a
own
real piece of
right.
shit too, for sure.
But the fucking way he accumulated all those footage for like the Diddy, it was like a 15-year revenge plot for him.
Yeah. Which is like cool. Wish he'd come out with that earlier. You know what I mean?
I'm just here for the pettiness, to be
I
honest.
guess that's fair. He's already being charged now, but it's like, how many more people could you have saved if you came
yeah.
out with this shit? I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway, that's besides the point. What do you guys think about this story?
To be honest, I'll
not
tell you
enough.
now.
You need to keep going. You
That's
got
what I was
everything.
thinking.
We gotta. This is just the beginning.
Set his fucking life on fire.
We gotta be
It's-
doing a lot more.
Yeah.
It is not that hard to find people.
No.
I promise you, it's
If you
not
use the same
that hard.
fucking username, God
Yeah,
damn.
I may have done that to one of our fucking unhinged comment one time, but I kept that to myself. Just know,
That doesn't surprise me knowing your wife.
sometimes I get bored,
Hell yeah.
My
and I
God.
have like the baby version of it. She can get into the weeds of things.
Hell yeah.
So if you leave some weird shit on our post, I got time, people.
Yeah. Like you can disagree with us, but if you say something fucking unhinged, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
And then some of you, and then on top of that, sometimes when you guys be leaving some of like those reviews, you know your dumbasses have your fucking full name there sometimes. I hope you guys realize that, right? And some of your usernames are so easily traced. I'm just saying, be careful of what you post online. Some bitch might be fucking bored one of these days.
Well, don't tell them that. Just let them fucking continue
Oh.
to be dumb and
out
then get them.
themselves, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they could continue doing that because I don't think they're smart enough to fucking figure shit out, Sean.
No.
But I'm just saying, be careful, people. It's not that difficult.
Coco Almonds Rock says, does he still live with mommy? Tell her what he's been doing. Send the
Hmm.
receipts and the police report. Let her deal with him. Actually, do that whether he lives with her or not.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
also maybe send it to his employer and his neighbors.
Yeah.
Too bad this loser doesn't actually have any human girlfriend you could inform as well. Which, I mean, it's good that he doesn't have a girlfriend, probably.
Yeah.
His
thank
girlfriend's
God.
probably AI, to be honest.
Probably.
Doof. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, there's a subreddit for that.
Yes. We talked about this on the show, I think.
Oh shit, that was crazy. I was, for some reason I like stumbled like my partner's AI or some. I don't know what
Yeah.
exactly the subreddit is, but they're legit asking like relationship advice questions
Yeah. Remember that
with their AI partners.
I brought that news
Oh, that's right. Yes,
channel,
yes.
where the guy was saying his girlfriend is AI.
What do you mean you have a relationship with a fucking non-sentient being?
Bro, more people than you think do.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, it's not. It's kind of sad. It's a
Oh,
mental
it's
health
sad.
crisis, and it's a company taking advantage of people who are lonely.
Oh yeah. And then you got celebrities doing commercials, acting like it's normal and fun to be friends with AI.
Yep.
Not calling anyone out, Pete Davidson.
All right, guys. So this is usually where we do the amazing Underbaki segment. Unfortunately, we didn't give Alex the heads up that we were recording this early, so
A whole month
shit.
ahead.
there was no January 5th section in there yet.
Plus,
which is
Alex
fine.
deserves a break as
She
well.
does deserve a break. It's also our fault for not informing her. So I put in an extra story here. Hopefully that's
Okay.
okay to fill the void here.
We will have to tell her not to do
the January
not to
5th
do
one.
January 5th,
Yeah. We'll let her know. But
Okay.
so this is filling in for that portion of the episode, and then we'll go into the Patreon side. So this is the last story of the day.
Wait, we gotta plug Alex first. Like, hey
Yes.
guys, stream Second Guess Everything wherever you find your
Hell yeah.
podcast. Second Guess Everything by the amazing Underbaki.
Absolutely. So this one was cross-posted by Wary Thought 7582, and the title is "My 30 female fiance, 32 male suddenly wants a prenup, but I don't entirely agree with his request, and I'm worried about his reasoning. Is what he's asking for unreasonable?"
No.
I mean, I think prenups are set to
Oh my
protect
God.
your assets, right?
I got my
So
popcorn finally.
I think asking for a prenup is not unreasonable.
Asking for a prenup is
but
not bad.
Fair.
It depends
Shall
on
see.
what is on the
Yeah.
prenup.
I mean, everyone could bring up. I mean, I feel like it's not an insane request.
Yeah.
But,
Bro,
you know-
this stream is weird. Like, many things happen that should have happened before I started streaming. But I think that I'm done, hopefully, standing up for a minute. But, like, I'm usually not that much outside of the screen. Usually I put my stream on pause. But, yeah, no, today has been, it's been interesting to see the fucking least. Did I just saw a popcorn go somewhere and then it disappeared? I guess it did. But anyway, at least I still have water Sheesh. Let's go.
Maybe it'll. I guess it depends on how it's brought up.
So, my fiance and I are planning on getting legally married in a few months. Out of the blue the other day, he said he wanted to get a prenup. I'm not opposed to prenups, but was kind of surprised by it. I also don't entirely agree with what he was wanting to do. At first, he said we'd basically just make sure we left the marriage with what we have now, which was completely fine with me. Then he said he would get his house outright if we got the divorce. We both live in his house and I pay him rent right now. I suggested that maybe we just see what the equity is in it right now and then guarantee him that amount. I don't want his house, but I also don't like the idea of helping pay on it for 10 years, only to get nothing to show for it if we get a divorce.
Yeah. Also,
Fair
if you like renovate any part of the house,
Right. At some point, you will put some equity into it.
yeah, you're just gonna get fucked.
Yeah. But
You
also,
can
it sounds-
definitely, you can definitely put that on the prenup though.
yeah,
like
you can have that split somewhere where
Yeah.
he pays you out so that he gets to keep the
But I'm
house.
feeling like OP's partner is gonna be like, no,
No, I want all of it.
yeah,
He also thinks we should just get our 401ks outright if we get divorced. I thought we should each get what we have right now, and we both have about the same, and figure out some kind of split for what we put in it while married. I'm just thinking about what if one of us loses our job for a while, becomes disabled and can't work, or the time I will take off unpaid if we have kids,
Yeah.
which I think is fair. That's fair to think about ahead of time.
Yeah.
His reason for bringing this up was especially worrisome. He said he saw something online where a lady hadn't listed her car as an asset in the prenup and she lost it to her husband. I said I was fine with him putting it in there, that he got his car, but that he should know I would never try and take it from him. He replied with, "You say that now, but what if we get married and next year I cheat on you, then you try to fuck me?"
Hey,
Hey, yo!
don't try to fuck anyone else.
Yeah, that's a crazy reasoning.
Hello.
Also,
so you want to cheat on me is what you're
Right.
saying.
Yeah. So
That's
you just
what-
want protection because you are planning to cheat?
That's
What
what,
are we
it feels
talking
like.
about here? What the
That's
fuck?
what it feels like.
You had me in the first half, my guy, but no.
Right.
What
That's
the
crazy.
How about
You
you
don't
just
say
don't
that.
cheat on me, right?
fuck? Yes.
Feel like that's a fair go of things.
It's also crazy to be like, what if I cheat on you, then you try and fuck me? It's like,
You fucked it
excuse
up.
me, you're the one fucking this relationship and me.
If anything, if you cheat on me, I think we should both agree you deserve
I
to
should
get fucked.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
deserve to get fucked, to be honest.
You
Exactly.
deserve to get your shit fucking rocked, dude.
I don't know why that would be the first thing he thought of.
Because he's
Because you
he's
cheating?
soft launching the cheating. Is
Or
what
he-
it feels
Oh,
like.
or
he
he
already
already is.
cheated.
I'm
yeah, that's
with
true.
that.
He had to leave for work right after that, and I've been a little unsettled since. I genuinely don't want to screw either of us over in an agreement or try and get something out of him. I just don't know what he's wanting and is necessarily fair. I'm also pretty concerned that he's already thinking of a scenario where he's cheating on me. So
Mm.
what should I do?
This is what you should do, OP. Get the prenup because you're also protecting yourself in that situation. But add a bunch of clauses to said prenup.
If you
If
cheat,
if there's a cheating
If you
clause
cheat.
now, because you can
I
say
get
that you could tell the lawyer like, hey, in a conversation that we had about establishing this prenup, he's mentioned this blah 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 thing about it. What if he cheated? What if there's a clause in our prenup that if one party cheats in this relationship, then whoever got cheated on
Gets
gets-
like fucking house or something.
gets the house or some shit like that,
And the
because
car.
you are paying rent to your fiance at this point.
yes.
So it's like what Sean is saying. What if there are renovations that has been done throughout the house? You're also
Mhm.
entitled to equity then because you're adding value to the house. So if you were to proceed to this marriage, which I suggest that you shouldn't, based on this fucking suggestion you
Yeah.
had, I would put a lot of freaking addendums and I would put a lot of clauses and stipulation in said prenup if you do agree. That's my only thing.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a wild request, and like what John is saying, we gotta be very. If this is the game he wants to play, get a fucking lawyer. Lawyer the fuck up.
Yeah,
Make
get
sure,
your own lawyer.
Yeah,
Don't
get
just
your
use
own lawyer.
his.
Make sure everything is like crystal clear for you, and because it sounds like he's trying to fuck you out of shit. And then at that point, if that's what it feels like, then what John is saying,
Maybe you should
probably just end it, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Because this is like, John said at the beginning, it's like nothing wrong with wanting a prenup. Because
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you're protecting both yourselves in the case of like, you have a falling out or something like that. Not because
yeah.
what if you fucking cheated?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Who the
Like,
fuck suggests that? Y'all ain't even. Who suggests that? Anything. It's like,
Also,
what if I
Right
cheat
off
on
the
you?
rip is crazy.
It's
Her
crazy.
concerns are valid. Okay, what
Unprovoked.
if I got sick, or what if one of us
Yes.
like gets in an accident?
Yes.
Because shit like that can happen in real life. But the
Mhm.
cheating part, you can absolutely control that. What are we
Yeah.
talking about here?
That's a controllable thing that you should just be able to not do.
Not fuck anyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. And then to be like, yeah, you might fuck me in that scenario. It's like, good. I hope she does. You
Don't-
deserve it.
Yeah, don't you
Real.
deserve to be fucked?
Yeah.
You don't want out here fucking. You
Fuck
might
we
as well
talking
keep
about?
getting fucked, buddy. Like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about here?
It's so fucking crazy. But yeah, back to the beginning. It's super fine to want a prenup or a post-nup to talk about that. Like, but it should be split fairly. Like she's trying to
Yes.
say, it's like, yeah, like I'm going to take time off if we have kids. Like I won't be putting into my 401k. Super unfair if you just get to keep your 401k that you get to continue to put money into and I
Mhm.
don't.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like you said, I'm paying rent on this house. I'm putting money into it. I should get that money back if you fucking cheat on me and we have to end this.
Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'd be completely calling off the marriage until
Dude, that is so
You know.
far off the left field, man. Like, what kind of suggestion is that?
yeah.
He's
What
already
if I fucking-
cheating.
I don't know. Cheat on
Cheat
you.
on you.
He's already cheating. You don't
It
want
wasn't
to
even
look
like, what if I got in a car accident and I died?
Right.
Or
Well, I mean,
which is like, I mean,
Well, no, if like and you didn't want to take care of me or some shit.
it's like, or like, what if like, I got a terminal illness and it's like, what's going on? But what if I fuck another bitch? What?
I mean, also, it's like if you got a terminal illness, you should still stay with that person because
Yeah, for sure.
sickness
yeah.
and in health,
Sickness
you
and
motherfucker.
health, right?
For sure, but
Yeah.
that I think is a better scenario. At least that's like I don't know.
Sure, it's a difference. It's not like I'm fucking you over.
That's just saying
directly.
if you wanted to leave me if I got sick.
If I
or
got
something.
sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's like
Gee.
if we grow differently as people and just
Which happens.
Truly the best scenario.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and mutually decide to end it, that would be something. But it's
There's
just
no
like,
scenario that this suggestion was fucking right from any point
Right.
whatsoever.
and on top of that, it's like this prenup has come out of nowhere. Makes me think that
He's
has
already
been
cheating.
cheating on you and is now
Yeah.
considering, oh fuck, like if she finds out about it, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's just like when you say such stupid things, why is the first thought not immediately like, all right, well, let's just break. Let's just save everyone all the time.
right.
Why go through all these fucking hoops and make everyone's life so difficult?
Just fucking
Some
end it.
people are not smart, Sean. That's
I don't
Yeah.
get it, man.
Facts.
An inevitable minimum 837 said, if you want a prenup, you each need your own lawyer. Do not
Mhm.
rely on him to figure out what is fair for you.
Mhm.
You are not the lawyer's client, which is what Sean was saying. It's like,
That's
Yeah.
true.
get your own so that they can fight for what's fair for you. But also like that's in the case where it's like a normal prenup. This is like, don't marry him because
Yeah, this
Yeah.
shit is
because he's
unhinged.
cheating on
bro.
you probably.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That
Fuck-
sting
fuck
really
that
came out
guy.
of nowhere. It was
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
All right, that is it, Wikimaniacs. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you want an extra long bonus story with updates and a juicy side story, go to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. You get bonus stories every episode, as well as bonus streams and ad-free episodes, as well as day early episodes. Go
Oh,
check
yeah.
that out. Patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. John, Sean, is there anything you want to shout out before we end the show today?
Reddit on wikishop.com. Reddit on wikishop.com. There will be something there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what yet, but it'll be there.
It'll be up.
Go check it out. We'll even we'll be donating half the profits to something. We'll also figure that out.
I think John already
Something.
figured that out.
Well,
It's
just
figured
not
out.
yeah, it's figured out. We just
Yeah.
haven't figured it out to tell people right now. So
Yeah, it's there though.
we'll figure it out by
Yeah.
Friday's episode, guys, because it'll be January when we record the next one. So
Mhm.
Oh, we're not gonna record like real episodes for like damn near 3 weeks.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
Yeah, I'll miss you guys too, and we'll be in contact.
We'll see each other on Wednesday.
We'll be talking.
And then
That's
I'll miss
true.
you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
oh,
play some
yeah,
we'll be
Baldur's
talking.
Gate.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that is it. Thank you, John and Sean, for giving your takes today. Welcome back to the new year. I hope you're having a good work day, first day back. And we could give you some reprieve. But that's it. Thank you, Wikimaniacs. We'll see you on Friday. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Get therapy.
Our lottery. That was an interesting episode. At least I heard all of it. I may have not heard it on screen, but I heard it.
What's up, Wikimaniacs?
What's up?
Am I the asshole for making my son cry?
Probably.
In an
Probably.
assholey way, or some tears of joy
Did he
type
deserve it?
shit. So
Because John actively tries to make kids cry, and I do think he is the asshole for that.
fuck them kids.
God damn.
Again, last episode we have I would snitch so hard. Santa ain't real, bitch.
Yeah, that was what I was referencing.
Okay.
It ain't real.
I'm
I'm going asshole because it's Reddit.
Oh, I mean, they're all Reddit, but I'm gonna go asshole as well.
I mean, you know what I'm
I'll
talking
fucking
about.
dead. I'll fucking dead.
The history of the shit that's been posted on our subreddit is usually fucking depressing, and ain't
Oh.
shit gonna change in 2026.
He
Josh.
meant our subreddit
Got it,
specifically.
got it, got
He
it.
meant our
Sorry,
subreddit specifically.
sorry, John. I'm coming at you hard right off
Yeah.
the bat. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Please come at me hard, Josh. That's
Oh,
how I
God.
like it.
Come on him hard, Josh.
No,
You heard the
Lord.
man.
please.
Make full eye contact while you're doing it, please.
I won't.
Okay.
I'm a selfish lover.
Wow. 2026. We don't care anymore.
Just to John, though. Just to
Oh,
He's just
man.
playing hard to get.
yeah.
Oh, I'm hosting.
Yeah.
I,
You
was about
are.
to I was about to take a deep swig of water. All right. OP writes, I, 47 male, have a son, 14 male, from a previous marriage to my late wife. Starting off sad right off the bat. And it
Yep.
doesn't get better, folks. She passed 2 years ago, and for my son, the wound is still very fresh.
Understandable.
Understandable. Yeah.
Understandable
should.
that it's just for your
Question
son,
mark?
not for you. Moving on.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it should be still fresh for you, probably. But
Yeah, 2 years is not that long, but everyone grieves different, I guess.
well, and I will say, as a 14-year-old, that might hit you harder than an adult who, has time to work
Well-
through the emotions and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
yeah.
Or hopefully has better
It should
skills
still
to
hit you
cope
hard.
said emotions.
Yeah, right.
Ah,
Exactly.
yes.
Mhm.
My son and her were very close as they look exactly alike and had a lot of the same interest in reading, history, and art. Their favorite place in the world was the British Museum in London. Their passion project had been redrawing pieces from the museum for the last 2 years before. For the last 4 years, for my wife's
Damn.
birthday in June and my son's birthday in December, we would go to England for a week so they could spend time in the museum.
Wow.
However, since she passed, my son and I continued going for his birthday.
Okay.
The problem is with my new wife, 39 female. She's only been with us on this annual trip once last year, and she complained the entire time.
Ah.
Now, however, we recently found out we are expecting a child together in May. She raised it to my attention that the money I've used for this trip could be better used to be saved for the baby, and we could instead do something else for my son's birthday. I thought about it, and I agreed with her. I was worried how my son would take it, as this is the only thing he wants for his birthday. He doesn't ask for gifts or cake or a party.
Oh,
All
boy.
he cares about is this goddamn museum.
Did he say
This
goddamn?
goddamn
He said
museum?
goddamn, didn't
That's
add
not
that one.
good.
Jesus Christ.
That's not gonna do,
Holy
bro.
shit.
That's not gonna do.
That's great. Like, I don't know how far they live from England. You know what I mean? If
Mhm.
they're in Europe, flights are fairly cheap.
Yeah.
I imagine staying is maybe a bit more expensive, but if that's literally all he asked for, I think that's pretty
I feel
reasonable.
like that's pretty.
Also, the sentimental thing attached to it. Also,
Yeah.
the tradition
Exactly.
with
He
your
lost his
ex-wife who
mom.
should be grieving still. I
Also,
mean,
you're making this decision without talking to him either.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Or at least not giving them the option is like, hey, this is what's happening. Like I'm expecting a kid, might need a little bit financial flexibility, but still, bro, like this is
This is the
wild.
only thing that he wants. Like it's
We
not
broke
that
the news to my
hard.
son yesterday, and he flipped out. He was so upset, and when my wife tried to tell him why we were saving the money and where the money was going to, he said he didn't give a damn, and we got into an argument about it. He said he was upset because if he didn't go this year, he'd miss the new exhibit that he had been wanting to see, and he accused my wife of doing this on purpose because she already doesn't like me, he says. I admit, I yelled at him, and he started crying. And for the last 24 hours, he hasn't spoken to me. So, am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Yes,
fuck.
I'm sorry.
Like, just it sounds like she just doesn't want to go, and that's the real reason that she doesn't want this,
she doesn't have to
trip to
go
go.
though. She doesn't have to go, right? She can stay home. It's not necessarily like, especially if it's not something that she enjoys, she doesn't have to go. But that's literally like, you cannot start this kind of routine or tradition with someone and then decide to break it like that. It's not right. So yeah, no, I understand why the son is angry and the dad, you kind of suck, bro. Not just kind of, but like that's really shitty. Plus, it's so rare to have a kid that actually enjoy these kind of things. And no, dad, fuck you. I would love to have a kid. Well, I don't have children, but if I ever have children, I would very much like for them to enjoy going to the museum. I feel like you're blessed. This motherfucker doesn't know his own blessing.
Go ahead with, just don't go. You don't have to go with them. They're probably
Exactly.
going for, a weekend, 4 days max, probably, to go see this museum. Also, your kid's interested in a museum. I can't imagine a better extracurricular activity for like my
kid
own
to be into.
child to be interested in. And why would you, try and extinguish that? Just crazy. Like so many reasons you're the asshole, and then just yelling at him instead of, talking to him about, if it's truly financial struggles, then that's a conversation you have one-on-one with him and try and make some sort of agreement that you're both happy with.
Yeah.
Instead of being like her telling him why they're doing it, or like why you're doing it, instead of that should be a you and him one-on-one conversation to find a
Because it has
compromise.
nothing to do with
Yeah,
her.
the
and
fact
she
that he
doesn't
didn't
like
even
it.
completely back up his kid is like, hey, can't you just or to the wife, like, can't you just understand it? This kid is still grieving. It's the one last piece that they're holding on to. That's like, remembering their late mother. He's 14. Like, of course, like, angst and the trauma of like losing a parent is still pretty fresh for someone who probably doesn't know how to regulate their emotion as well as an adult does.
Yeah.
And this is like one thing that they had in common, like this is one thing that they shared together. Like, let the fucking memory live on. Kind of like what Josh is saying. If this is a
Yeah.
financial strain, that should be a one-on-one conversation with the kid and explain to them, like, hey, this is what's happening. This is how things are. If the kid gets upset, it's still understandably so. Like that's a possibility. But at least you stood up for your kid that very first time. But you just fucking caved, and you didn't even give a damn about your kid's feelings. So yeah, you're a complete asshole, my guy.
Yeah, and this
Absolutely.
is besides the point. And don't attack me in the comments because I just have questions. But you said it's been 2 years, right? And he's
Mhm.
now remarried.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time in between.
That's not
those
a lot
two
of
things. So
time.
have you truly gotten over it
Wait,
either?
it's been 2 years since his wife and the mother of his children died, and he's already married to another woman who's expecting? Sir, what the fuck? I feel like that there's like, that's not a whole lot of time. I don't like that.
That's another question I have for you.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's
So
been 2 years, and last year she went on the trip, and they were already married.
Right.
Last year.
Yeah. I have
So-
a
With
lot
a
of
kid on the way.
questions.
Wait,
I have a lot of
what?
questions about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
How
hell
quickly
no.
he moved on. Not saying that, I don't know, everyone grieves differently.
Her bed was not even fucking cold. He moved on. That is wild. Like, his mom dies and you already replace her with some other woman who does obviously. Nah, sir. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
That seems like a quick.
A little too fast.
Yeah, like you're presumably with this person for 13 or 12 years, I guess, because you have a son that's like would have been 12 at the time.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty quick.
Pretty quick
get over that.
turnaround.
And again,
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
the details, but it's suspect. I'll say that much.
Well, I do have an update for y'all.
Okay.
Ooh.
This was so that first post was a year ago, and this one is recent. OP writes, so about a year ago, I, 48 male, made a post online about the issue I was having with my son, 15 male, and my new wife, 40 female. I've gotten many messages and comments asking what happened, so I decided to make an update. So the big thing first, did I take my son on his birthday trip? No, but let me explain. So after my son and I got into a fight, he went and complained to his uncle, my late wife's older brother, 47 male, and his husband, 47 male. I'll go ahead and say that since my late wife got sick, and even after she died, her brother and I never got along.
You replaced her almost I wouldn't love you too, motherfucker. Like, from the way the timeline works in his own story, she just died and you already replaced her. I wouldn't like you too. The fuck?
He, his husband, and most of her family like to judge me for how quickly I remarried.
Exactly.
Okay. I think I'm with them.
And it sounds like before she died,
Oh.
because he said, you know, I'll go ahead and say that since my wife got sick and even after she died, her family didn't like him.
Right. So he.
So
So
this
he
is
was
saying
probably stepping
fucking
out
around.
while she
Yeah.
was sick.
That's what
Okay.
it's sounding like.
Disgusting.
So I was right to question it. It sounds like.
Mm-hmm. However, my son has kept a good relationship with them, and once he told them about what happened, they called and offered to take him themselves. I was all for it, but my wife was not.
Huh?
She thought, well, if we let my son go with them, they'd fill his head with lies about her and only deepen the rift between.
Oh, hell no. Bitch, you only think like this because you're guilty. You know you were fucking this man while his wife was dying. I hate mother-in-law like this. This is really bad. This is actually really bad for the son. Because daddy clearly doesn't care. Oh, that's not good. That is not good.
Our family.
No,
Oh.
you did that. You did that, wife. You being an asshole to your now fucking kid. You did that. Don't blame
Yeah.
anyone else, but you gotta take a long look in your mirror, sis.
Yeah, they don't have to fill his head with lies. He can see the truth in front of him.
Yeah.
Also, I thought you meant take him like permanently, but you meant take him on the trip.
On the
The
trip.
trip.
On the trip.
Gotcha.
I mean,
okay.
I would also suggest, please, the uncles take the kid permanently.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's fair. And then he was like, and I agreed. And I was like, holy shit. Like, what a piece of shit. But I understand now. Sorry.
Yeah, just the trip.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine in 3 years he'll do anything but leave.
Yeah.
OP continues. She thought if we let my son go with them, they'd fill his head with lies about her and only deepen the rift between our family. Since this situation was causing her so much stress and she was
No!
pregnant at the time, I decided to decline their offer, which only made things worse.
You're such an asshole.
You're
Holy-
disgusting.
Eventually, after about 3 days, we finally sat down and talked. He said he was unhappy with the way she was treating him and often felt like she was trying to erase his mother's touch from the house.
Oh,
He felt like she was constantly criticizing him and that she didn't want him around. When I confronted my wife about this, she was offended. She said she wasn't trying to erase his mother, but simply adding her own touch to the space. And she wasn't criticizing him, simply parenting.
Not the
Eventually,
parent.
Yeah.
yeah, you're not the parent.
You've been in his life for 2 years. Well, maybe longer, but yeah. So yeah, you should not be doing the whole parenting part of this.
Yeah. Eventually, my son accepted that he wouldn't be able to go on his trip, and he was noticeably bummed out about it. So his boyfriend and his friends spent his birthday at our house trying to cheer him up. A sweet gesture, but I don't think it worked. Over the last year, my wife had our baby, and now that my son's birthday is approaching, he's become more bitter and resentful over what happened last year. He spends more time away from home. He's been rude and disrespectful to his stepmother, and he has been seeing his therapist more frequently.
She was rude to him first.
Yeah.
For real.
I hate when people are like, you have to respect the adults, even though we don't respect you. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. She was a piece of shit to him and cut off his only connection to it. Well, not his only connection, but like a big tradition that him and his mom used to do from him. And you expect him to be nice to her?
And the thing is, like, it's not fair for children who have to compete with, like, the new parent. It never ends well. And on top of that, the father is not listening to his son enough. You need to listen to your kid. Your kid is trying to communicate something to you. He's trying to tell you something. And he's not listening. And that's really sad. Like, that's how... This motherfucker's gonna be like, oh no, I don't understand why my kid doesn't talk to me anymore. Once he turned 18, he's out of the house. And you're gonna lose him. Like, that is dumb.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
dude. And then there's like, okay, the financial aspect part, like there's some nuances about that. Like that's understandable because there might be kids, but there was
Sure.
a solution.
Yeah.
There another a family member offered, saying like, hey, you know that might be the case. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll take him for his birthday, and they still said no.
Exactly.
That's why I know it wasn't a financial issue. It was
It's a control thing. At this
exactly.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
And it's just,
there's no.
it's a control thing, a jealousy thing, an insecurity thing. I'm sorry, but wife can suck my dick. That's it. I feel so bad for the kid.
saving grace here. Like
No.
you're just an asshole.
Now that we've all adjusted to having a new baby and my son's birthday is approaching again, I'm thinking if I should resume the tradition of taking my son back to the museum. I think it
Yeah.
would be a good idea to hopefully do some family bonding. Honestly, I'm feeling quite guilty about what happened last year. My wife does have her reservations for it, saying that it would only reward his bad behavior. I guess I'm making this update to not only inform the people of Reddit, but also to ask for a little advice on if this could be allowed. What should I do? I only want to be a better dad.
Tell her to stay her ass. Tell her to stay fucking home. Like, obviously the dynamic is like much different because it's like a step kid, father situation, right? Like, let them like that's always gonna be part of her life, like his memory of her mom. Like,
Yeah.
stay the fuck home if you don't want to go to a museum. Who cares?
Oh, also, so no one yells at me, Reddit did declare asshole.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, I
good.
figured, and they probably did the first time, and he didn't listen to that parenting advice, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah, which
he-
brings us to the top comment, Josh. What a segue. I'm Not a Werewolf said, I only want to be a better dad, and then proceeds to make bad dad decisions even after internet people tell him not to.
yes, that's what I mean. It's like you don't want to. I don't know what you want. You want some confirmation that what you're doing is correct, but like everything you've done is a terrible father. Like, I don't understand what you want us to say that's going to change your mind. Let him go on the trip with his uncles. You know what I mean? Like that's the solution.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to go on the trip with you.
No, well, I mean, maybe he does, but it doesn't sound like there's a way where you can go without your wife going, who's gonna shit on the trip the entire time. It sounds like. So if that's the case, let him go with someone he'll enjoy the trip with. You know what I mean? That has a connection to your late wife and his mother. Let that be a fun trip for him to enjoy being away from a toxic fucking family for a little bit.
And that was like the easiest solution from the very
Yes.
get-go. They had to make this shit so fucking complicated.
I
You
know.
what? They're bigger assholes for fucking having this conundrum for no goddamn reason anyways. What are we doing here?
Literally.
Also, the fact that it's like a whole year has passed and he's just now being like, well, I'd like to make amends now. Like, I know you had the baby and everything to focus on, but like you don't only have to help this kid on his birthday. Like, you
Just
could
because you're having a new child does not mean you're current child gets excluded
Mhm.
the rest of the
Okay, I love
time.
this
You have
scene so much.
Exactly.
Fuck
you
it.
have to, allocate time properly and put in work rather than just the birth, like just not just the birthdays, the whole year.
She's
Mhm.
framing it.
Holy.
Stop procreating if you
What do
can't
you
even
mean?
take care of your current goddamn kids, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't
Come
have
on.
to. It sounds like.
He doesn't
Oh,
want to
Ignore
be
it.
a father to his kid. No, him being the dad. I just hate when parents remarried and suddenly their child they don't care about their kids anymore. I find that despicable. Listen to your child. Your child is trying to communicate with you, to you, how he feels, and you just don't care. Can you imagine how bad this poor baby feels? Like his mom died, and as she wasn't even cold in the ground that you remarried. Trash. And now the new wife that you just got with that is now having a fucking child with you doesn't want to do anything that the mother of your child wanted to do. Like it's ultimately this dad is dumb as fuck. And I don't understand why he's coming back on Reddit when the first time he didn't get the answer that he wanted. So I'm not sure why he's back. Did he expect that it would be different? Dumbass.
Lord,
That kid is out of there in 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
I
don't blame him.
might not be. It might be sooner.
All right. The next story is coming from r/am I the asshole from Saint Gatsby. Well,
Whoa.
cross-posted by Saint Gatsby. And it's titled, "Am I the asshole for asking my daughter not to celebrate Hanukkah this year?"
Yes. I think it's crazy to ask them not to celebrate presumably their religion, if not their partner's religion. What the fuck? You can't do that.
I'm go. I have. Wait, Hanukkah
That's
is
such
like
a weird
a
request.
celebration, right?
It's
Like,
it's a Jewish
the
holiday.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I've heard
Why?
of it, but I don't know like the details of it.
I want to know why
I mean,
he doesn't
yeah,
want
I'm
her to
with Josh.
I mean,
celebrate
it's just a
Hanukkah.
holiday, like
It's
any
like
other
a
holiday.
Christmas.
Ah,
It's like
like
holiday
their
season.
version.
Like it's during that.
Ah,
Yeah,
I don't know if it's their version. I don't know the exact details. I
they
know
light
I
there's,
the
don't know much
menorah.
about it
I know
either.
there's menorah. I know there's dreidels.
I don't know much about Hanukkah, but cause I'm not religious. I don't really give a flying fuck. But if one of my child, for some reason, decides that he wants to celebrate Hanukkah, I don't think I would give a fuck. I don't think it's that deep. I don't know.
Very little details about it because it's never been a big part of my life. But like if that's what someone else celebrates, who am I to be like, hey, don't
celebrate that. Yeah.
Exactly. That's weird.
All right. OP writes, I, 58 male, have 3 children. My daughter, Marie, 28, and my son, Frank, 25. They're both from my first wife.
Ooh.
And I have a son, Chris, 7 male, with my new wife. All fake
I
names.
kind of like that.
Now, I admit that Chris, our youngest, is a little spoiled and is used to getting his way. Marie got
Okay.
married 2 years ago and her husband is Jewish. She now celebrates Hanukkah with him and their son, John, 8-year-old male, and the rest of his family. John lives with them full time as his mother is not in the picture, and they also come to see us for Christmas, which would be via Zoom this year. This was posted in good old 2020.
Okay,
Cool.
gotcha.
That's so cool.
So we usually do the 4 gift rule when it comes to Christmas, since Chris tends to get stuff throughout the year. Well, he came home from school last week saying how a kid in his class is Jewish and he gets a present every night of Hanukkah. And how it wasn't fair that he was getting 8 presents and Chris only got 4.
Oh, this is gonna be a story about parent your own fucking kid. Okay.
Oh no, not multiculturalism destroying your economy. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, in that case, um, there's 2 choices that I personally see. You could do it, but you don't have to give him expensive ass shit. It could be like really, you know, I don't know, like a new skin for his controller, a new iPad cover. You know, it doesn't have to be like anything fancy, especially if it's for 8 fucking different gifts. I don't know how many gifts he gets during Christmas. It's all depending on the economy. But there's a way to celebrate it this way without emptying your pocket. Or you just tell the truth. Honey, the world is burning. The economy is trash. I ain't buying you 8 gifts. Alright? Dad and mommy are not that rich. Money, as my mom used to tell me all the time, money doesn't grow from the tree, even though it technically is because it's made of paper and paper comes from tree, but that's beside the point. The point being, no, we are not rich enough. Those are my 2 solutions.
I pointed out that he got presents throughout the year and that I wasn't even sure if those 8 gifts were even that good. He started complaining that John was going to get 8 gifts and the 4 gifts that we get him.
Nice.
And Chris was only going to get 4 and whatever they got him. I said,
Unbelievable.
I like these.
John gets more presents.
Yay.
I told Chris it didn't really matter, but I ended up having to send him to his room to calm him down.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I called Marie and asked if they could maybe skip Hanukkah gifts this year because it
Oh.
upset Chris so much knowing that John was going to have so many more gifts than him. She said, no.
Obviously.
They had already bought all his gifts, and considering Chris wasn't even going to see what John gets, it shouldn't even be a big deal. I admit I got a little frustrated and said it wouldn't kill her to do something that could help her brother. She then told me that Chris was being a spoiled brat about gifts, and it wouldn't be helping him to deny John his gifts that they spent time and energy picking out just so that Chris wouldn't throw a tantrum.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Wait,
have a
quick
point.
question. How old is Chris?
Chris is 7.
Oh.
John's
His
8.
nephew is 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
Parent
like a
your
7-year-old
child and
to me.
teach them, hey, you don't even have to teach them a religion. Just be like, hey, sometimes people will get more than you. Sometimes they'll get less than you. Be happy with what you receive. You know what I mean? Teach
Exactly.
them that lesson. That's so
Tell
fucking
them-
The
easy.
way I'd be getting him like 8 presents and they'd be like a fucking fruit roll up or like a fucking
Fruit roll
carrot.
up.
I'd be like, every time you complain, you're getting
A
one less
fruit
gift.
roll up.
I throw one of these gifts in the fire.
Yeah, they're just empty
It's like-
boxes, but
Hey kid, life sucks and then you die. That should be your advice for
yeah,
that little
that's
fucking
darker than I was going.
Oh, a great Vince McMahon quote. Life sucks and then you die.
then you
That
die.
guy is a real piece of shit, though.
Oh,
He is
I hate to give him
he is the
credit.
devil.
He is the devil incarnate. All right, back to the story. I lost my temper and said she wasn't even his real mom, so I wasn't sure why she was picking some kid she
Oh,
wasn't even
hell
related to over her
no!
own brother.
holy shit.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Yo, he's crossing the line. She's clearly see this kid. She treats this kid as her own kid. Like, you know, she's doing better than the mom from the previous story. The stepmom from the previous story was kind of trash. And she is clearly not trash by actively participating in this thing. So, motherfucker, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't say that.
Now,
Jesus.
I regret saying that.
No shit.
She blew up, and the short of it is, I'm a terrible person. She has no interest in helping me further spoil Chris any more than he already is, and she will not be celebrating via Zoom with us this year and does not want to hear from me again anytime soon.
Understandable.
Yep.
You did this
Now-
yourself.
I shouldn't have said what I did. I admit that. But she hung up before I could even apologize. Now Mark, which I had to reread because I was like, who the fuck is
Who
Mark?
the fuck is Mark? Where did they come
Mark
from?
is not involved. I think he means Frank, his son, his 25-year-old.
He's getting his kids mixed up.
I think Mark might be Frank's real name, and he forgot to. I think he forgot to fake nameify it. So now
Wow.
Frank, aka Mark, is on my case saying that I need to stop babying Chris and that he wouldn't be seeing us either because if he or Marie had acted like Chris acts now, I would have punished them. Now I'm frustrated, and my wife says she understood my heart was in the right spot, but it's kind of unreasonable to ask them not to celebrate Hanukkah just because Chris felt slighted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think your heart was in the right spot.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think she's trying to be kind. I don't even think she thinks your heart was in the right spot.
She's right in the end, but yeah, I don't think your heart was there.
I don't really think it was so wrong to ask, but maybe it was unreasonable. I don't think my kid should be that angry at me, though. It was suggested I post here. So, was I really such an asshole for
Yes.
this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were.
Dumbass.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Be a parent, and yeah, just like we said before, teach your child, your youngest one, just be
Oh,
happy with what
wow.
you get. You don't have to be jealous of other people because they're getting
Wow,
more.
that's such a
Mhm.
beautiful skin.
It sucks, but that's life. It's going to happen. So
But so is this one.
I don't know. It sounds like you're trying to. I don't know what you're trying to, like, parent your older kids.
But you'd refuse to parent your current kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it sounds like you would have done this when they were younger. Sounds like you're just a lazy father now.
So, Reddit deemed him asshole.
Duh.
I
And
wonder why.
Mountain Ground Score Arm 7171 brings up an interesting point. They say OP is 58 years old, has a 7-year-old son, and a wife whose age he won't say.
Oh,
Okay.
Say it, Sean.
didn't
Say it,
clock
Sean.
that.
Oh.
Well, we don't know.
Well, yeah, we don't know. I can't just yelling it out
You
without
can't be
knowing.
throwing it out willy nilly.
Yeah. It lowers the value.
There are rules. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't know what they all are. But
Thank you for keeping me in check, Josh. I also don't know the rules, even though
There's
I
so
can
much
make
gray
them.
areas in this rule.
Yeah, it's not
Exactly.
black and white.
It's not.
But the world is gray, John, and we have to stay
Hmm.
fluid. We have to stay flexible.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. When we started the story, I was like, "This is gonna be racist as shit." I was so ready.
Oh,
So
Oh,
I
the
was
Hanukkah?
slightly happy it wasn't quite that, but still
no, not
insane.
anti-Semitic, but we will get to racism later. You best believe it, Josh.
Damn it. Okay.
They need to teach this. They need to teach this kid a harsh lesson. Just fucking hide every single one of their presents. Be like scavenger hunt, bitch. You better find it.
I do like Josh's idea of burning empty wrapped boxes just to freak him the fuck out.
I know that's probably not a healthy parenting tip, but I thought it
it's
would be-
definitely
I-
not.
the idea
No.
was funny in my head.
But it's funny. Are we ready to move to the next one, boy?
Is this the racism one?
Not yet. Not yet.
Spoilers. Now I know
There
not
is
to
the
expect
racism one.
racism.
The racism one is the last story of the day.
There
Oh.
you go.
All right.
All right. But this one, not racist. This one is coming from r/AIO from Writing Giraffe.
Hmm.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So before we get started, trigger warning for possibly stalking. It's not explicitly said, but you
Wait
get
for a
enough of the
second.
vibe.
Okay.
All right. This is a text exchange. So if any of y'all want to join me,
Sure, I'll hop in.
this one is titled, "Am I overreacting about these angry texts from my ex?"
Probably not.
Okay.
Before we start, Josh, you could be blue. Josh, any quick judgments before we start?
I'm gonna go with not overreacting.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hey, me
overreacting
too.
about these angry texts from my ex.
Given the trigger warning, I think it might be a slam dunk. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. I'm going to go not the asshole or not overreacting. Sorry.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Unless this is the unhinged person that says, "Am
was
I
gonna say.
really in the wrong?" Oh, fucking,
that's
I'm
true.
gonna. It's the
They-
other way around.
They could have been the stalker was what I was originally thinking.
Mm.
But the way you said that, I was like, okay, they're definitely not the stalker.
Okay, yeah. So my bad on spoiling it. Yeah. All right. I'll start. I'll be in the gray. Josh is in the blue.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, Josh.
Hi. So sorry. Who is this?
It's me, your ex. Just wanted you to have my new number.
In parentheses, it says, I blocked this old one. We have not communicated in years.
Oh my god.
Years.
I
Boy.
continue. So I have a few things of yours that I need to send. You were right. I did have your grad ring and a few other expensive pieces and your butterfly dress. Found them all in one of the boxes I've been hauling everywhere. Where should I mail all of it?
Oh, hell no.
Don't worry about it. It's been almost a decade. So I wrote all that stuff off forever ago. Donate it or sell it. No worries. A decade.
So,
A
to be honest with
decade?
you, I stole it when you kicked me out. You were right. I could never bring myself to sell it because I have felt so guilty, and it's really messed me up mentally all of these years to have done that to you. Is it at all possible for me to get this all back to you?
No.
It would make me feel so relieved and like I'm finally moving on away from the person that I was.
Yeah,
No.
I've known you stole it, but I do appreciate your honesty. You can send it to insert family address of an office building I used to work at or something like that.
Mhm.
It's very unclear, but yeah, so that they put an address in there.
Yeah. Isn't that your family member's office?
Yeah, their mailroom. Address it to me, and they'll let me know when it's there.
Sorry, that's sketchy to me. It's all really expensive stuff worth a lot. And this has been bothering me for years, so I feel weird sending it to a mailroom.
You're sketchy to me.
Like,
I agree. Okay, well then, like I said, please just donate it or sell it, and donate the money, and consider the matter closed. I'm just glad you were finally honest about it.
So is there not a home address I can send it to?
brother. Oh
Because
my
I heard
God.
you moved. Could I just send it there?
Oh yeah, sure. Actually, send it here. Insert address to a PO box.
You see, that's a P.O. box, though.
Yeah, but they'll take packages, even larger ones, and it shouldn't.
Just say you want her address and let it go. Like, she can tell. Creep. She blocked you, and she doesn't give a flying fuck about the stuff that you stole from her 10 years ago. Move on. Move the fuck on. Ooh, this shit is ridiculous.
Be too large anyway. Thanks.
Okay, but I just feel better sending it to a home address. It would feel safer and more final.
It's honestly probably safest sending it to the PO box. Smiley face.
I'd really feel so much better sending it to a home address. Did you not move?
If you don't want to send it to either address I gave you, I really have no problem not getting it back. If you want me to get it back for your own peace of mind, send it to either one of those addresses. Thanks.
Okay, to be honest, I was hoping I could also send you an apology letter too,
No.
and it has a lot of meaning. I'm so proud of you for all you have accomplished, and I feel bad for my past behavior.
How
I know
do you
that
know
getting
what
out
I've
of your dad's
accomplished?
house is a huge new life for you, and I care. I care guilt that I
I
prevented
carry
it,
guilt, I think. Or
probably,
something like I don't know.
and I carry guilt that I prevented that. It would mean a lot to me symbolically to be able to send you this letter addressed to the new you in your
No.
new life.
No.
Not a P.O. box or a mailroom, but directly to the result of your hard work and creativity.
No.
It would mean a lot.
Okay, yeah, so I'll just be blunt then. I'm not giving you any info. I don't want to share that with you.
Well, okay. I know for a fact that you moved, and I'm really proud of you, and it would just symbolize so much to me to be able to congratulate you in a normal way and not send things to a P.O. or a mailroom. And it would be a huge part of my personal recovery to be able to do that. You see, my therapist encouraged me to ask you. It would be a big healing step for me and for my sobriety.
I guarantee you the fucking therapist did not say that. Also, sending things to a PO box or a mailroom
It's the same thing.
fucking normal. You
Normal
fucking
as
weirdo.
fuck.
It's very clear why you want the address, you creepy fuck.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm really glad you're working on yourself, and I hope you continue to. I'm not giving you that info, though. I also highly doubt that your therapist would have told you to ask me for my address. Send things or don't to either of those other addresses. Your mental health and sobriety are your responsibility. I was being nice, but you've pushed it, and this conversation is over. X's
Period.
name. You cannot be calling my family. This is harassment. Stop it. No one is giving you my address. I don't want you to have it, and you're validating exactly why I will never trust you. I've already contacted a lawyer and law enforcement. It's in your best interest now to stop.
Wow.
We live together. You can't erase the past.
Oh my
I just
God.
want your new address. And to be honest, I'm entitled to that. You're punishing me, and I have apologized so much for doing nothing. Show me this 1 ounce of trust, and I will never be your problem again.
No.
You
No is a full sentence. No, you fucking creep. What is it that you don't understand? At this point, I think I would probably just stop like talking to with him because it would be getting on my nerve. Like, what's not clicking, bitch? I said no. Move on. Bruh.
a cap, huge cap.
Yeah.
Also entitled to fucking what, brother?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You were broken up a decade ago. You're not entitled to shit, you fucking
10
spineless piece of shit.
years.
I guarantee you're not working on your sobriety or mental health.
I feel like there's not a
No.
therapist here.
No.
Psycho continues.
Yeah.
You are being so ridiculous over this. Having someone's home address is not a crime. Everyone in my family has home addresses that can be Googled. It's freedom of information, but not for the spoiled, privileged Duchess.
Oh.
I live on the other side of the goddamn country. Not like I'm just going to swing by and ring your doorbell, but of course you don't give a shit about how much this means to me. You don't give a shit about anyone but yourself, and you never have.
Okay.
I have a fiance, if you even care.
Cap.
Not like
I'm calling cap on all of this.
fucking psycho.
I have a fiance. She's in
This guy
Canada.
is too much.
Holy.
Not like I want anything with you, if that's what you think. Me and you were together for years. This is just what exes do. You don't get to shut me out.
Is it?
I need your information for so many potential reasons that could arise. This is so fucking irresponsible and careless on your part. You don't get to have special treatment. Again, this is all just fucking
This is insane.
I haven't responded at all.
zero
Oh my-
response to any of these. You don't get to have special treatment. I'm sorry. This is just what adults do when relationships end. You have to stay in touch to an extent.
You
No.
don't.
No, you don't.
Where are you getting this information
Unless
from?
you have children that you're sharing custody.
Yeah.
over.
You've gaslit me into thinking otherwise, but I have yet to witness one relationship where exes were not in each other's lives to an appropriate extent.
Here.
This
me.
one, motherfucker.
Many of my exes.
Oh my
We weren't
God.
kindergarten playmates. I lived with you. Our lives are commingled, and you don't just get to opt out of that. That's not how adults have to act. You are in your fucking 30s. My little sister knows better than this. Stop being a little girl. You need to grow the fuck up. That's
Holy
the end of the
shit.
text. But before we get into that, there is added context
Oh my
that
God,
OP
there's
wrote.
so much
What other context do we need? This guy's a fucking Delulu crazy
Yeah. right
psycho
off
of
the
a
bat,
person.
Before the context, not overreacting. I'm
No.
glad you
My
called law enforcement and a lawyer
God.
press charges because holy shit.
I will say this, the context will
No, yes. I'm not familiar with Loki about like being a nuke frame, but maybe also if you subsume some of his abilities.
only upset you further.
Yeah. I figured.
OP writes, so almost a decade ago, my boyfriend and I had a very contentious breakup. We dated in college and were both in our early to mid 20s. We had so many problems with communication, and he had a drug problem, but ultimately, I ended it when I realized that I had never been physically attracted to him and could never bring myself to be.
Oh,
I tried to end things as amicably as possible, and I made the mistake of letting him draw out the breakup in an attempt to be kind. But then he refused to accept that things were over, and I had to kick him out of my house. Without going into too much detail, he behaved in ways that were coercive and aggressive in order to maintain contact with me after the breakup. I'd do what I could to minimize contact, but he'd act out in a way that forced it. He spun out when I found out I was dating my now husband. He spun out when I changed my name on social media, etc. This went on sporadically for years until it finally stopped. Or at least, he stopped successfully making contact about 5-ish years ago. So 5 years of harassment after the breakup.
Dude.
Yeah. That-
Get some
None
fucking
of this is helping me. Or
get some real help, not the pretend help that you thought that you're getting, because you're not doing anything to make yourself better.
no,
my guy.
he's just lying.
he is.
Like he's just
this is
a
all cap.
yeah. Like it's all a lie. He doesn't have a fiance. He doesn't have a therapist. He's not working on sobriety. He's just a fucking crazy person who is trying to stalk his ex of 10 years ago. When you were in your early to mid 20s. Like, get over it, dude. Holy fuck.
Then, a few days ago, he texted me from a new number. I had had his old one blocked, telling me that he had some of my stuff he wanted to send back to me. I was initially kind in my response, basically out of fear, because in the past, immediately ignoring or dismissing him would instigate a huge blow-up in one way or another, and he knows the home addresses of some of my family members. But when he admitted that he had stolen it, I was pleasantly surprised. I'd always known he'd stolen it, and I'd asked for him to please send it back many times after we first broke up, but he's always denied it and been absolutely furious at my quote-unquote cruel accusations. So for him to admit that he stole it made me feel that maybe he was truly in the process of trying to better himself. And I thought that I could cooperate with that as a fellow human being and let him have that closure. I gave him the address of a family member's office building mailroom that was previously known to him as a good place to send those types of things. As y'all can see, he did not like that option. I could somewhat understand that since a number of people do have access to that mailroom, so I decided to give him a P.O. box that my mom and I use for her business. And that's about when he started to spin out. Now, I feel like this whole thing was a ploy just to get my new address. I don't even know how he knows that I moved or when he found out. I moved a while ago and didn't post about it anywhere. But
Yeah,
there's
him knowing that is already
Huge
a red
red flag.
flag.
Yeah,
Huge.
I know for a fact you moved.
Yeah, that's
What
because he's been by that place then that you
Mhm.
used to live.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
So
He probably don't
Perhaps
even.
he just
He don't live
prime.
halfway across the country.
No,
He's-
definitely
he's-
not.
He's there.
I don't. I want to. I almost guarantee like 80% of the stuff he said false.
Fake.
Like, it's just
Fake.
It's just not true. He's just a liar. To get whatever information he can out of you.
Mhm.
But there's no way in hell I'm going to give him that info. When I told him definitively that he would not be getting that information, he started to nonstop call/message all of my family and friends whose numbers he had /numbers he could find and demand that they give it to him.
This is some baby reindeer shit, bro. Like, oh my
I
god,
need
this
to watch
guy
this
is
show.
wild.
Yeah.
That's what my last message is in reference to. As you can see, he went on a diatribe about how I'm crazy to not share my info with him and that it's a normal thing for exes to stay in touch. And a few of my family members have now told me that, quote, he has a point.
No. Fuck you.
Oh god, what is up with Reddit families, man?
Holy shit.
Oh.
Also, who?
This was the part where I was like, this is going to be the one that fucking pulls the
What?
trigger.
It's just so stupid. They haven't been together for 10 years. In what way does he need to ever know your address?
Yeah, when he's like, for any of the many potential reasons that I would
There's
need
zero.
it. There's zero
Potential
Zero
reasons.
There's zero potential reasons that you
You've
would
been-
need that.
Cut out of their lives for a goddamn reason. There is
Yeah.
no reason to even keep in contact anymore.
And again, this is a,
All
pretty
of these
young
skins are
relationship.
so nice.
Early 20s. Like, it's one thing if maybe you were married for 20 years and you're each other's emergency contact. Sure, that's one thing. But this is like, you have no connection. You haven't had connection for 10 years. And it's
Yeah.
like, get the fuck over yourself. There's no reason you should need her address.
You
Some of
don't.
these family members are making me want to fucking crash out like crazy. Right
Yeah,
now.
it's just
What
insane.
the hell?
Every time we hear that, I'm like, oh man, this is why the world sucks. Those
Yeah.
people.
Those same family members have now said that I'm being a little entitled to think that I can totally shut a person out of my life and that is not really a normal expectation to have with an ex.
And you don't think they're being entitled for wanting access to your information?
Demanding it. Demanding it from
Demanding.
family members.
Harassing family members
Right.
to get shit. What? What?
I'm going, I'm going no contact with those family members because
Yeah,
I
exactly.
also don't
This
trust
is-
them with my.
No. Like, exactly. You cannot even trust them now that they said, "Hey, maybe you should like get back in like, hello." Can't you see that he's a fucking deranged stalker? Like, I cannot have family members who side with a motherfucker who's clearly trying to invade my privacy. And now I can't trust them, obviously, with my private information, because what if, like, oh, well, he deserved to have. No, bitch. Ew, what is wrong with people? It's like very, very unsafe. Like, stalking is a real issue. You don't just gloss over that. These people are crazy.
Information now.
Because if anything, I'd be like, if they were trying this hard and annoying my ass, I'm like, well, they're obviously dangerous, right? Like, what do we?
Exactly.
What,
Exactly.
In what world are you like? Well, he kind of has a point.
If someone randomly messages me and is like, "Hey, what's your friend's address?" or whatever, like, you know, like, or some random person I barely know or whatever messages me and is like, "Hey, what's your best friend's address?" I'm texting or calling my friend and being like, "Hey, are you cool with me sharing your address?" Like, what?
Exactly. Why are they
There's no
texting
way I'm just
me?
giving that away.
But my OP continues. But my thing is that we were never married, never even engaged. We have no kids. The pets are mine. We don't have any shared assets, and we don't have anything that is shared. I let him keep texting with no response from me in case he said anything that was criminally actionable, because I was planning to report this to the police.
Good.
Do it anyway.
He's also started making burner numbers to call repeatedly. But several of my family members kind of sat me down and told me that I was overreacting to this whole
Boy,
thing.
if you don't get, line them all up. Firing squad. Every single one of these.
This has to
goddamn
be rage
family
bait.
members.
Ain't no fucking way that
They
your
said
family members
if
are
I
this
go to
fucking
the
stupid.
police, then I will be the one escalating the situation, and
No.
that I'd be provoking him when all he's doing is actually just venting his frustrations via text. And that ultimately this is a silly and harmless situation that should be ignored. They agree that obviously I shouldn't give him my address, but they say that he's just texting/calling and to ignore it until he gets it out of his system. All of the family members who he called said that they don't want to deal with the cops asking them questions about the situation, and everyone, except me and my husband, general consensus is that I should just ignore it totally and do nothing, and that I'm overreacting to this whole thing.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
is their family like a criminal enterprise? What are we doing? Like, it's about the safety of a family member. Why the fuck do you care if the cops get involved? Are you well? That's fucking fishy.
Sure what to do here. I don't feel like I'm overreacting, but I also don't want to regret making things worse by doing anything too drastic.
None of this is too drastic.
Cut off all of those family members because
Seriously.
they are the people to blame the victim. Holy shit. This is insane. That's insane to me that's someone who's experienced stalking issues. Like I've talked in the past. I can't imagine me telling my family members or my friends like what's happened and
Mhm.
them just blaming me. What toxic, shitty people do you have in your life that they blame you for an obsessed, creepy fuck like coming after you, trying to find out where you live? For what purpose? Like, I cut them all off. Cut them all off. Move and then never tell them your address or talk to them again because, they are one quick text from letting him know
Literally just
exactly where you
exposing
live.
her.
Man.
I find it ironic that every single one of these family members suggesting that OP is entitled, for one, can't be bothered to have like their relatives back for potentially like criminal behavior from this fucking stalker. They can't be bothered for fucking protecting her information from a fucking crazy ass person that hasn't been part of their life for the past fucking 10 years. And to put them in constant danger like that, saying like, oh, just talk to them. Maybe they need someone to vent it out. Go to a fucking professional, vent that shit out to someone who gives a damn. Obviously, OP here is like, dude, I don't want to put myself in this situation. but then every single one of your family is asking you to put yourself in harm's way and they can't be bothered. Every single one of these fucking people are pissing me off, dude.
It's
What
so
is going
selfish.
on?
Like,
It's
I don't want to
crazy.
be slightly inconvenienced to do a police report because my, family member is being harassed and stalked. Like,
Yeah,
are
but you
kidding
go ahead and
me?
entertain the person that's bothering you.
What
Do
the
that
fuck?
so that way we can't be bothered. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Man.
One of the top comments here, also Reddit. They don't really come to a consensus.
No,
on
I mean,
there's
it's,
am I
no
it should
overreacting?
be obvious.
But everyone says
Yeah.
not overreacting. All the
Yeah.
top comments are
Obviously.
saying not overreacting. And one of those comments says, I mean this in the best possible way. Those family members of yours are idiots with their own stuff to hide from the cops.
Yeah.
You're not overreacting. This is where true crime podcasts and Lifetime movies come from. You
Mhm.
know this. Trust yourself.
Like, these family members are stalkers, I imagine. They have
Yeah.
I don't know if
tormented
they're
their
stalkers,
own
but they're
exes.
weirdos.
That's all I'm thinking about. Like,
Either that or other crimes that they're just scared of. But even if you're like, well, I don't want to talk to the cops, that doesn't explain the, well, he has a point. There's 0 points.
Right.
Yeah.
What
So
point?
maybe
even
you're
if you
onto
don't want
something,
to
Josh.
talk to the cops, you don't have to. You don't have to. You could just be like, "Hey, I support you. You're doing the right thing by pressing charges.
Hi, Wolf.
Just don't put my name on like any police report." And that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. You could just request that if
Yes.
that's truly your issue. That's why I'm like, these people are morally corrupt. It's not they don't want to talk to the police thing. It's beyond that.
I condone violence for some people.
I almost
man.
can't wait for the racism story because that one made me so angry.
Well, here we go. Racist story. Let's end it, boys.
Holy.
This one is coming from r/am I overreacting, cross-posted by Fruit Bat Girl, and it's titled, Am I overreacting at my boyfriend for his behavior when meeting my parents? Plus an update.
Oh, no.
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 Oh.
Oh, man.
OP writes, I, 19 female, am a college student dating a man. We'll call him Martin, 20 male.
White.
What? Yeah.
That's the whitest name ever.
Well, what about Martin from the 90s?
Yeah, the show. There is a show.
Oh, yeah,
Martin.
you're right.
That
You're
is
right. Never mind. I take it back.
But I guess like a current day Martin does feel a little white.
That dude looks like me.
Martin and I got together last year. He had nowhere to go for Thanksgiving, so we went to my parents' house together.
Okay. Respect for fashion the unfashionable. He is fashionable. I'm just not rich enough to buy the skin. The hell you eating? Popcorn. Can you stream on Discord, please? Wait, what do you want me to stream on Discord? And yes, I'm in your clan.
There was a bit of complication with travel, so we left about a week ago and only got back 4 days ago. Everything was fine when we left for the airport, got on the plane, during the flight, and even when we landed. But when he saw my dad's at the airport, he got really weird and quiet. Important context, I have 2 dads. My dad, 46 male, and my appa, 44 male.
If you didn't tell me this was a racist story, I would have immediately assumed homophobic.
Yeah.
It could be both.
It
What a
could be both.
surprise. It could be
It
both.
could be both. They had me using a surrogate who is essentially my aunt and a close friend of theirs. Biologically, I'm related to my appa, but they're both my fathers. He shook their hands and said hello and introduced himself, but he was really quiet during the car ride home and quiet during dinner until we went to bed. Then he straight up confronted me and asked in an accusatory tone why I didn't tell him that I had 2 dads. Now, I know for a fact that I have told him I had 2 dads. In casual
Why does he care?
conversation, I tend to tactfully avoid which dad I'm talking about because when you're the daughter of 2 gay dads, people tend to treat you like some sort of zoo animal.
Mm.
But I've made it clear to him that I have 1 dad and 1 appa. It's possible that he didn't know appa meant dad since it's a Korean word and Martin is white. You guessed it.
I mean, it's not that hard to guess.
Yeah.
We got into a bit of a small tiff about it, and I promised him that I did tell him, but I didn't know why it mattered.
Yeah.
He just huffed and said he needed a little time to think and went to bed without saying goodnight.
Excuse.
Then the next
Think
morning,
about
we
what,
had the
bitch?
big Thanksgiving meal several weeks after Thanksgiving, and he was similarly quiet. I tried to include him in conversation, but he just sat there pushing his food around, which I know upset my appa, since he is very proud of his cooking. After dinner, my appa, I think it's appa, was it? I don't know Korean.
Appa.
My apologies.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Same.
Josh?
Oh yeah, it's the first one.
I just didn't know if any of the three of us watched Korean dramas.
I mean, Kim's
imagine.
Convenience was based in Toronto, Josh. So, like, come on, you got it.
I haven't watched that.
Damn it.
I haven't watched it either, but I've heard it's good.
I have also heard it's good. I have no idea what that'd be on.
It was on Netflix for a while.
It was
I
on
don't know if
Was
it's
it?
still
for a
there.
while. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, after dinner, my appa asked him to help clear the table. Any Korean listeners out there, please let me know how badly I'm doing
Please.
this
They're
and let
so
me know how to
angry
do
at
it
us
correctly.
right now.
Yeah, I've said it different 3 or 4 different ways. Just to, hopefully one of them is right.
One of them sounds like the Airbender, you know?
Yeah,
True.
I know. To help clear the table and set out dessert, and he flat out said no. I'm going outside for a smoke, and he went outside. I
Disrespect.
Rude.
I apologized for him and said I had no idea why he was acting this way. After half an hour, he still hadn't come back in, so I went outside to check on him. He was gone. I called him and he said that he couldn't stay there and that he was getting a hotel for the night and to bring his bag to the airport tomorrow when we left. I asked him what I had done wrong, and he said he, quote, didn't want to talk about it here, and he hung up on me. I went inside, updated my dads, and they were very sweet, of course. We curled up on the couch and watched Christmas movies before I went to bed.
What the fuck is
When I
the
got
problem?
to the airport in the morning, Martin wouldn't say 2 words to me and just kept saying, we'll talk about it later. It's now been 3 days and he still hasn't texted or called me back since we left the airport back home. I guess he didn't want to talk about it. So am I overreacting for wanting to break up over this when I don't know
No,
if...
break up. I hate a bitch who doesn't know how to communicate. Break up. You don't want to have to deal with this motherfucker like in your life. Break up. Break up with your boyfriend. Cause
I've done anything wrong or not. I know he's not homophobic, as his brother and his best friend are both gay, and he's fine with them. But part of me doesn't even know why he's pissed off, and I feel like I have a duty to hear him out. This is my first serious relationship, and I don't want it to end over something stupid.
Well, I just know the update's going to have the racist part. So that's the part I was waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, not overreacting for wanting to break up, because I mean, just the disrespect and the lack of communication alone is like grounds for a breakup, especially like, you know, you've been dating for however long, not very long. So yeah, it's like crazy not for him to express what the discomfort is. Obviously, it's going to be heinous, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, if the other stuff wasn't said, I would have assumed homophobic piece of shit, Martin. I guess we're getting racist, Martin. So
Also,
getting
like,
racist.
damn, first impression meeting your parents and he's acting assholey like this. Of course, they're not gonna fucking like his ass. So, and I don't blame them whatsoever. It's like, damn, they're being graceful hosts, and you gotta be here being an asshole about it. So yeah, if someone acted like that, like, you know, when I'm introducing them to my parents, the way I would be like, get out.
yeah, this
I'm
isn't
done
going
with
to
your
work
ass.
unless my parents said something heinous towards you, or
Which
did
then I
something-
would fucking call my parents out for it, but this
Exactly.
wasn't the case. Yeah.
Yeah. As far as we know, nothing of that sort has
No.
happened. So
All right, here we go. John, would you like to click on the link I sent you
All
in
right,
the
let's
chat?
do this.
a link.
You will be blue. I'll be white.
Wait a second.
I know. I really hate myself.
Put away, don't they? Never.
All right, let's go.
Look, OP, I'll be honest. Whenever I imagine going to meet your parents, I imagine you had a black dad and an Asian mom. I never heard you talk about having 2 dads, and it was really disappointing.
I don't think he's cool with his brother and friend. Holy shit.
No, I don't think so either. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Also, I did tell you. Maybe
Why
I didn't
does he
sit you
care if
down
the
and
dad
sound
is
out
black or
each word,
not?
but I know I've called my apa he in front of you. Where is all this coming from?
Well, you just never told me. I have no memory of you telling me, so it doesn't matter anyways.
I don't remember, so you didn't tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
Which OP said, if you didn't remember what I told you, then it's not my fault.
Look, this doesn't have to be a big deal. Do you know your birth mother?
What does she have to do with anything?
I want to meet her.
The birth mother who was just a surrogate,
Yes.
who had zero,
What's going on?
responsibility over her after she was born.
Yes.
This is an insane take.
Okay, why?
To see what you'll look like when you're older. Because now I have no idea if you're going to be as attractive when you get to be in your 40s.
Oh my God.
Here's the racist part, brothers. I know Asians usually stay hot when they get older, but you never know.
What the fuck?
Martin, just because you probably look like you fucking sunburnt looking ass. Ooh, this is pissing me.
So not only racism, but just straight up misogyny. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're only worth something to me if you're attractive.
You're still hot in your 40s.
What the fuck? That's
Bitch, you're probably like
crazy.
20 something looking like a 62-year-old bucket. I'm not going there.
Man.
What the fuck is your problem? Did you hit your head on the plane ride over?
Also, I will say, white guys who smoke don't age well.
Leathery.
We're really projecting here, Martin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it looked like you fucking GT like gym tan
man.
laundry all day long.
Oh.
I don't know why you're acting like this. It doesn't have to be a big fucking deal. Jesus. Wouldn't you want to know if I was hot later?
Actually, no. I don't give a shit what you look like because we're done. Fuck off.
Yeah. So that's the update, essentially.
Holy fuck.
Oh.
Fuck that guy. I didn't expect that at all. That was crazy.
Yeah.
This has to be rage based.
Fucking Martin, dude.
Man, not only racist, misogynistic. I'm glad you found out this early in the relationship because holy shit. That's
I'm fucking
crazy.
flag redder than his neck right now. What the hell?
If anything, it's a good test to see how much of a piece of shit you're dating. So, yeah,
Yo.
Believe that
message
this
your
story is
dads
real.
and tell them how much you appreciate them.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, can you every single one of them? Can you meet my potential boyfriend? See if they like display any red flags?
Homophobic, racist, misogynist. We got it all right
We got
here,
it
baby.
all right there with Martin.
This guy's a catch.
Oh man.
Calico Gray 72 says, "This is terrible, but also hilarious." Imagine typing all of that out and not feeling like a cartoon villain.
Yeah.
Congrats on dumping him.
It's not a big deal. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't you want to know if I was hot when I'm older, bitch?
No.
Brother, like I don't understand people who like it's like if you find your partner attractive, you'll find them attractive forever.
Yeah.
I'm bricked up for the rest of my life. What
Right.
are we talking about here?
God damn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for and everyone. Thank you for listening to another episode. Yeah, I really
You're
bungled
killing this
that one.
outro, man.
Yeah, I don't. I
Somewhere.
forget how to end these. If I'm being quite honest. Before we end the episode completely, J&J, anything to say to the Wikimaniacs?
RedOnWikishop.com. RedOnWikishop.com. Half of the profits for this month, I had it pulled up. It's gonna go towards American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't have much else to say other than subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network.
Yeah, and if you could forgot what I said in the beginning of the episode,
Yeah.
fucking replay that shit because I'm not fucking joking.
You want me just to insert it here?
Yeah,
just gonna
play
be
it
like-
again right now,
Okay.
Josh.
Should I just turn it into an ad and we can dynamically insert that into
I
every
like
episode?
it.
That would be hilarious.
I like it. People might actually think I'm angry.
They're like, oh, it's time for an ad, and it's just Sean yelling at them.
Hey! Oh shit! Just kidding, guys. We appreciate any support, even the free tier. We love it. So thank you guys for continuing to support us. Another year, 2026. I'm talking like this is the first episode of 2026. It's not. It's not. But it's the first episode we've recorded.
Yeah.
So happy to be back another year with my boys and with y'all. So thank
Let's
you,
go.
Wikimaniacs. See ya on Monday. Or Sunday.
We're coming. 2026. Them young boys. We're
Nope.
coming.
Oh no.
Bye.
Therapy.
Wait a minute. Get therapy. A lottery. All right. Where am I at in this thing? There.
I have no intro today.
Good. Then let's get straight into it.
Partner, 30 male, of 2 years, does not want kids, but I, 25 female, do. I want to break up. I want to break up, but he doesn't. How do we make a decision?
You break
I
up.
think if one of you wants to break up, that's all you
I
need
think that's
for
all
a
you
break.
need, actually. You don't need both parties
Literally,
to...
you don't need
Yeah, I think
consent.
in many cases it's one-sided.
Exactly.
I mean, you guys have it already, but let's read the story regardless.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
I'm in my early 20s and have been with my partner for 2 years. I love him deeply, but I've been feeling very sad and disconnected from myself for the past few months. Since our last conversation about having children, I've been crying almost every night and struggling with uncertainty. I know that I want children someday. My partner is unsure and leans more towards not wanting them, mainly due to fear, attachment issues, and sleep problems. He has asked for more time to think about it and says it's too early to make a final decision. While he has done some research, he doesn't bring up the topic, and I'm afraid to initiate the conversation because I don't want him to feel pressured. The uncertainty is becoming very difficult for me. I feel like I'm pretending to be happy while carrying a lot of sadness alone. I also don't know how this situation affects him emotionally, as he rarely talks about his feelings. I'm torn between giving him more time and taking care of my own emotional well-being. I'm afraid of waiting for years and still ending up with the same answer. But I'm also afraid of leaving and later regretting it if he changes his mind in the future. I'm looking for advice on how to communicate about this topic in a healthy way. How can I talk about my feelings and needs without making him feel pressured? How do couples navigate big life decisions like children when one partner is unsure?
I mean, you're in your early 20s and you've been together for 2 years. Personally, I would say relax. Like, in my personal opinion, it's way too early to be like talking about kids. Don't do that. Sorry.
How do you cope with long-term uncertainty in a relationship? Any perspective or advice would be appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think my advice has changed much from the beginning of this
from the
story.
original.
But yeah, I mean, that's why you date around. It's like to find people that are like someone that is going to fit in your futuristic lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I want kids. I want to live in a house. I want to settle down. And if they're like, hey, I don't want kids. I want to backpack across Europe. I don't want to settle down. Like, okay, well, there are things in like, it doesn't always have to be a big blowout fight to break up. It can just be like, hey, we're not future compatible. And that's fine. That's okay to just be like, all right, well, I don't want to pressure you into like wanting kids. Like we've had stories where that's happened and it's terrible. So you don't, yeah, like you don't want to do that. You want to, if he doesn't want kids, that's his prerogative. He doesn't need to have kids. And you can just break up and find someone who does fit that, future that you're looking for.
Yeah, pretty much exactly what Josh said. I mean, there's just no reason to fucking prolong this any more than you need to. He's 30. Sounds like this was an illegal relationship.
I was waiting for you to say
Quite
something.
Illegal. But like if their minds do change,
Wait,
there's
he's 30? I thought he was 25 too. I feel like at 30 you kind of should know, maybe? Question mark? Because I'm 31 and I'm like, not really, but that's different.
there's a chance that they change just to keep you, and that's not a good. Do you
not
want to
healthy.
have a kid
Mhm.
with somebody who lied just to just to keep you around? Like, no, because they don't want kids. And if you guys have talked about it, and if he hasn't noticed you crying every single night,
Oh, I
Exactly.
missed that part.
I think that's probably, I mean, I feel like that's a good sign to break up, right?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like he hasn't fucking tried to reassure you at all during this every single night since y'all had this last fight. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like that's enough signs on top of the, not being future compatible. Just the fact that literally crying every night is, and he's not done anything.
Yeah.
So-
No, I completely agree. And also, I wouldn't want to be with someone if, like, let's say there's a scenario that I do want kids and my partner doesn't want to have children. I wouldn't want to have a child brought into this world by two parents that only one like appreciates me being around, because it's so unfair for the kid. And
Yeah.
there's also valid reasons why people wouldn't want to have children in today's world. Like,
For sure.
have you seen how fucking things are turning out right now? So
Mhm.
I think both of you guys are correct. Like, I completely agree. And a lot of the comments too, like, it's basically what you guys said in the beginning. Top comment for this one, it's awarded actually. Fat, sad, happy. Wow, that's me. Well, it takes two yes to have kids. So you're incompatible and breakup is a right way. But it takes only one person to break up. He can't force you to stay.
Exactly.
Yeah, because even if he changes his mind, quote unquote, and like it does, like Sean said, wants kids, but only really does it because you want them. There's gonna it's just a recipe for resentment in the future, and
Big time.
a big blowout later on when you have kids, and it's terrible. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what you want. You want to be fully on the same page, and that's
Also, OP, you're just barely out
Like,
of
you're so young.
into a legal age of 25. You know what I mean? Like, there's still a lot of time. You don't have to put all your eggs in this basket.
yeah.
Agreed.
Is that a pun?
I don't think so.
Eggs?
Do you
Oh.
want,
Pregnancy?
yeah, let
Good
someone
job.
else fill your eggs? Is that what you're trying to
Was
do?
it how you
with
like
this
your
one?
eggs? Fried or fertilized?
Fertilized.
Shout out.
How you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized? Fried or fertilized?
Damn.
What a song.
What a throwback.
Oh, all right. Story number 2. This one is posted by Deleted.
Coward.
Whoa.
Bitch. This one was from r/relationship advice, and this one 7 years ago that it was posted. So, got an
Man.
oldie here.
I was in my mid 20s.
I was like 46 when.
I knew it.
Closing in on retirement age, John.
Shit.
That's why he doesn't want to work nowadays. He's getting tired.
That makes sense.
I'm tired and I want to be retired. All right. The title for this one is My Girlfriend, 23 female, is threatening to break up with me over a prank that I, 24 male, pulled on her and her family.
And her family. And her family. Like, I hate prank culture, but you pulling a prank on your girlfriend and her family is crazy. I know you're the asshole. I don't even need to hear more, but I'm gonna hear more.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I think you deserve it.
Mm.
You fucking
That-
piece of shit, fucking prankster ass motherfuckers. It's never good. Also, why are you including the whole goddamn family in the prank? You want everybody to fucking hate you, you
True.
dumbass?
Yeah. This is just a recipe for disaster.
I tried rage baiting Sean both times to illegal and a prank one back
Nice.
to back. So
Got me.
I
Yeah,
appreciate.
yeah. Because I was trying to get like some sound bites from my boy, you know, because
We didn't have enough yesterday when I begged everybody last week to be a fucking $15 patron.
We need more, Sean, because you're never wrong. All right.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah. So are you, buddy. All right. Story goes. Story goes as this. This past weekend was a big camping trip that my girlfriend would be taking with her sister and her family. Oh, sorry. This past weekend was a big camping trip that my girlfriend would be taking with her and her family. I don't know where the sister came from. It would consist of her parents, her younger sister, there you go,
There you go.
her aunt and uncle, and her 3 cousins, and it was a big family trip that was being planned for cooler weather. My girlfriend told me all about where they would be camping, and I decided to take advantage of that knowledge.
You're so funny, dude. I can already tell this is going to be hilarious, man. I fucking love this idea.
What do you think the prank is going to be, guys?
I think I've read this one and I know it.
Oh,
I think I chose it for a live stream, but just never did it. One of our last ones. But
Ooh.
so I do know where this goes. I'll let Sean guess.
What
I
is
guess
it,
they're
though?
he's gonna try and scare everybody at the.
Okay. All
solid
right.
guess.
Well,
Solid guess.
that is a solid guess. All right, let's keep going. I visited my girlfriend's house to say goodbye to her and wish her a fun trip. And when they all took off in their cars, I got in my car and drove to the campsite that they would be staying at. I know the area pretty well, and I was able to find a spot to hide my car from view, and I was able to navigate the woods and keep an eye on them while remaining hidden from view.
You don't hear yourself right now and how
So
you sound
creepy.
in fucking sane
Yeah.
and like a criminal.
I followed my girlfriend and her family to.
I hid the car so they wouldn't see it.
This is a serial killer.
When it came to nighttime, I put on a Chewbacca costume and ruffled it up a little
you
to
for
make it
real?
like wild and untamed. While the
Are you
family
for
You
was
want to get
real?
gathered,
shot? I feel like that's how you get shot.
You know
I
what
don't
Chewbacca looks like? A bear.
That's really good.
That is really
Oh,
good.
thank- I just
Hey,
rolled my
you-
R's a lot.
Yeah. Did you wear that shirt on purpose? Is it Palpatine?
It is, but it's also a Charger Palpatine shirt.
Whoa.
And yes, and
I
I,
like the-
also did that on
I like the
purpose.
cohesion. Hell yeah.
Wow.
When it came to nighttime, I put on a Chewbacca costume and ruffled it up a little to make it like wild and untamed. While the family was gathered around the campfire, I started to rustle the bushes. The family noticed, but they didn't think much of it. Then I started to make growling noises. The family was getting noticeably freaked out, and then my girlfriend's uncle started to walk towards where I was hiding. Some white people behavior, fucking walking towards
Oh,
the noise.
God.
What the fuck
Yeah.
are we doing? I would run.
Hey, sounds like a bear over there. I'm gonna go
Let's check it
walk.
We got to see what this is about.
All the colored people are just like, I'm out. As soon as he got close enough, I jumped out from behind the bushes and started making roaring noises while running around acting like Bigfoot. I shook their tents, threw lawn chairs around, and chased after some of the cousins.
They're
heard,
looking
like,
at
Are
you,
you
you know,
fucking
knowing
serious?
clearly that this is just a man in a suit, but not knowing who it is.
Which I mean, might be more disturbing.
This might be the Texas in me, but I feel like
Well, next part, Sean. I heard my girlfriend's dad yell, "Get the gun!"
okay.
That's a
Americans.
Texas part. And that's when I knew I had to end the prank. I took off the costume, revealed myself, and the entire family was pissed. Long story short, I got yelled at by almost all of her family, and the noise attracted the campsite manager, who kicked me out after hearing what happened. Today, I heard back from my girlfriend for the first time since the prank, and she said that she's seriously considering breaking up with me. She just said that she needs some time to think and that she'll let me know when she's made her decision. Now, I'm just left wondering what I do. I'm thinking that I need to pull off a major apology, and I need some advice
Nope.
on what to say
Don't-
to save
just
this
stop.
relationship.
It's
You've done
over,
enough.
brother.
Here's what you do: you dress up in a Chewbacca costume and run in their house, throwing shit, saying "I'm sorry," and that'll work, right?
I
That'll
think
fix
they
it.
loved it the first time.
Do it again.
Yeah.
It's like a bit. You do it over and over again. It gets funnier the longer
Yeah,
you go.
it's elevating the joke.
No, you're an asshole. I don't know. Like, what part of you thought that was a good idea? You're lucky none of them had their gun on them.
For
Oh,
real,
God.
Because like I see, you know, a furry thing come out of the bush. I'm I'm running or shooting because it's like that could be an animal going to attack my family.
And even
then-
if it's not, this is a strange man
Exactly.
in a suit.
How else do you think we're
I
gonna
might
react?
be more comfortable shooting that than shooting a bear, to be quite honest.
This
Like
is the bear and
the
man
bear lives there.
I'm like, all right, well, I'm in the bear's house.
Yeah.
This is a psycho.
Exactly. This is that 2025 conundrum: the man versus bear.
I'll shoot the
Oh
man.
yeah.
It's like, which one are you
Always
more
choose the
comfortable with?
bear.
Probably the bear.
Yeah, maybe it's my Texas coming out, but really, truthfully, I'm like, you are very lucky you did
Yeah.
not fucking die.
Well, it's just like because
Mhm.
they have no fucking clue who that is,
No,
and you're chasing the cousins who are presumably underage.
this is like,
I don't know.
if you want
Throwing
to do
lawn
something
chairs,
like
shaking
this,
the tents.
you gotta talk to all the fucking adults and their parents and shit. Like, because I'm imagining this is like the Grinch thing, but nobody knows who's in the Grinch costume. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, it's funny when the drunk uncle is the Grinch and they're stealing all the presents. This is a random person in a fucking Chewbacca costume.
Exactly. And then think of like the embarrassment your girlfriend probably went through the rest of the
Dude.
weekend.
I would be pissed too. Like, are you
For
kidding
the
me?
rest of this is a story for the rest of their lives. Hey, remember when fucking OP dated that stupid ass guy who fucking
Exactly.
wore the Chewbacca costume?
It's going to come up every yearly camping trip.
Camping trip.
Every time there's a boyfriend in your life, they're gonna be like, it's got to be better than the fucking Chewbacca guy. It's over, brother. There's
Yeah,
nothing
you're-
you can do to save this. You're
lucky.
toast.
You're lucky she's at the point where she's like, I'm considering breaking up with you. You're lucky it hasn't happened yet because
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever talk to you again.
And the top comment for this one, surprisingly deleted as well. They put, frankly, you're lucky you are not dead. Consider yourself lucky if all she does is break up with you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because it could have easily gone the other way, especially they had a gun on them. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right, moving on to the next story. This one is from posted by Big Talk Small Action, and it's from r/true off my chest. The title is I dumped my girlfriend because she made a test Instagram story and I failed.
Doesn't sound like the relationship was going strong if she's testing. I don't know. But I also,
Okay.
I don't know if you feel the need to test your partner, like social media wise, you should probably just break up.
Yeah, maybe just have a fucking talk.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe. All right. Story goes as this. I, 26 male, broke up with my girlfriend of 9 months yesterday because I'm apparently supposed to treat her Instagram like a job interview. She posted a black screen to her story with the caption, quote, "Some people really disappoint you, LOL. No context, no explanation, just that." So I ignored it. Because I'm not a mind reader and I'm not going to play high school games. I assumed it was about one of her friends or just her being passive aggressive about work or whatever. Well, apparently that was a test. She told me I failed because I didn't message her right away asking what was wrong. She
Girl.
said it showed I don't care enough to check in.
Yeah. I think
Girl.
so.
Is this a everyone sucks
How
kind of
old is
situation
she?
for me?
It might be, but OP is so fucking stupid. It's like or so uninterested in his girlfriend, one or the
Yeah.
other. It's like I just couldn't imagine seeing my girlfriend post that and being like,
Hey, you good?
everything's fine.
Hey, she got
Just
it.
ignore- Even just like selfishly being like, I want to know the tea. You know what I mean? Like, who's fucking you over?
That's me right there.
Yeah.
But like to not even
Fair
to
enough.
just ignore it is like,
Fair
okay,
enough.
well, how invested are you in this relationship anyway?
I mean, 9 months, not that long. So
Yeah,
Uh,
but still.
I told her I don't check Instagram every 5 minutes, and if she has a problem with me, she should act like an adult and talk to me
Does
instead
he
of
know that she could see that he saw
Yeah,
it?
you saw it, dipshit.
You don't have to be on Instagram every fucking second. I know you saw it, bitch.
Yeah. Because it would be one thing if you just didn't see it.
Yeah.
You admitted to it
You
yourself.
fucking scrolled past it. He said, ooh,
I'm just
not
gonna ignore it.
interesting.
Yeah.
I told her I don't check Instagram every 5 minutes, and if she has a problem with me, she should act like an adult and talk to me instead of fishing for attention through vague stories. She said I was being cold and emotionally unavailable. I said she was being manipulative and immature. She cried. I packed my stuff. She's still messaging me telling me I'm heartless for leaving over one small thing. But it's not one small thing. It's the million little red flags I've ignored for too long. The tests, the mood swings, the social media drama. I'm not dating a puzzle I have to solve daily just to avoid a tantrum. I want peace, not stories written in invisible ink that I'm expected to decode while she sits there with her arms crossed, waiting to see if I love her enough to notice. Done. Blocked, logged out. I feel like I can breathe again.
I mean, yeah, if this is happening all the time, then I'm with OP.
I mean,
like,
clearly he needed
that's an
to break
immature
up
way
because
to handle a relationship.
this
Doing
was clearly
like,
not working.
social media tests like continually.
Screw the
Like-
fuck up and have a conversation like you guys
Yeah.
said.
Right. It's like either you. At first, I was like, "Oh, this is a one-off where she posted something and you just ignored it."
Crazy. Nah, she got it.
That's where my energy was coming at the
She
beginning.
got it, dude.
But it sounds like this is happening a lot, and it's like, well, it doesn't sound like she's mature enough to be in a relationship, but that's how she's
Exactly. You need to
approaching
communicate, girl.
any issues in the relationship.
Conflict, yeah.
Yeah, like. get
Like
off
that's
social
some
media.
high school level of bullshit right there. Like that's literally the type of shit that you would do in high school. When you were stupid enough to think that he's supposed to be a mind reader. Girl, just fucking talk.
And have a conversation with your partner. So
Yep.
I agree with OP that I also would not put up with this. And I mean, he did the right thing by breaking up with her. So
It's good that she did it so early too. Like again, 9
True.
months is not like too long of a relationship, but I completely agree. Like at this point, if you can't have a conversation and you're supposed to be like partners, like y'all ain't making it past.
yeah,
9 months.
no,
Not-
past 9 months.
Definitely
That's the
not.
cutoff.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe OP is let off a little bit if this is a constant every week type of thing. But I do think both suck. You could debate which side are either. I think both people are annoying, and I wouldn't want to be friends with either.
Top comment for this one, past Bluebird 4109 commented, I think testing in relationships are a deal breaker. It automatically shows lack of trust. To which
Yeah. Or
OP
communication skills.
Yeah. Well, and
Yep.
there's like, it's like there's enough shit going on in everyone's lives that you don't need to test. There will just be tests that pop up. Like,
Yeah.
like you'll have a shitty day, and then it's like, are they interested enough to ask or care about my shitty day and to make me feel better? It's like, no. Okay. Well, that's the test. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actual real life things that happen, like
Yeah.
for real.
We read about them all the time. Like, they come.
Yeah. OP commented under that. I agree. It's such a childish thing. This will be a deal breaker for me from now on. And then another commenter, I'm reading some of the comments that OP responded to. Il Toro After Dark commented, the ironic truth is she failed the test, the communication test. If she had an issue or was upset about something, she should tell you directly and not play games. To which OP commented, I wonder if she will ever work this out. Something tells me that she won't.
Well, I mean, how old is she?
It doesn't say. OP's 26.
So early
Maybe they're
20s.
dating a high schooler.
Jesus
Oh, God.
Christ. I hope not.
Maybe that's why
God.
they're still so immature.
But I'm just
I hope
Fucking
thinking,
not.
Dwight. Or no, not Dwight.
No,
Who was
Andy.
it? Ryan?
Fucking Andy.
Oh, it was Andy.
Yeah.
It was one of those motherfuckers.
what's my girlfriend doing here? Oh, she one of the teachers? No, she works at the ice cream
That
shop.
was so awkward.
Jesus.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
But yeah, I'm imagining she's still pretty young and hopefully, age and maturing and hitting 25, helps her out with. I'm being optimistic here.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. So this is my last story for today, the one I'm going to read to next. However, because last week we didn't get to use the Amazing Underbaki segment because it was still early on, so I'm actually going to be doing the one previous to that on top of what's set for today. So we're going to have
Oh, perfect.
a two-parter because, Alex worked hard for it. So, of course, we're
Hell
going to
yeah.
use her work.
Also, shout out Alex and Second Guess Everything.
Follow
Yeah.
that everywhere, guys. Second Guess Everything by the
Ah,
Alex Underbaki. They might not find it. The Amazing
oh my god.
True.
No.
Yeah.
All right, last story for the day before we get to the Amazing Underbaki segment. This one is cross-posted by one of our goats, Riding Giraffe.
Let's go.
And this was cross-posted from r/relationship advice. The title is, my 38 male girlfriend, 33 female, is angry that she set herself up to fail and I'm entirely unsympathetic.
Asshole.
I don't like the way
I mean,
you phrased
entirely
it, but
unsympathetic
let's
is
see.
crazy.
Sounds crazy.
Because even if your partner, like, knowingly makes a mistake,
Yeah,
like,
God forbid they set a goal. You know what I mean?
right, exactly. Like, I'm at, I don't know. Like, let's just say running a marathon or something like that, and they don't make
bitch
it.
is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, and it's like,
It's hard.
yeah, I'm still gonna be there for you. It sucks, but I'll support you.
Bro, I ran my first 2 miles today. I thought I was dying.
I did a hit workout today, and I thought I was gonna collapse.
Jesus Christ. I'm just like, why is my vision so blurry right now? What's fucking going on? It's even blurrier than usual. Am I having a stroke trying to run right now?
The
To be
oxygen.
fair, you are sick, so maybe that
Yeah, that's
is
true.
contributing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Story goes as this. So I, 38 male, am self-employed building surveyor. A week before Christmas, a client got in touch and asked if I could facilitate an urgent job between Christmas and New Year. Having no kids and very little else to do in that period, and with the money being offered being substantial for the rush job, I agreed to 2 days' work, today and tomorrow, which is 29th or the 30th and 30th of December. The client is great, the money is great, and I had no other plans. The work is in London. I live in the north of England, so it's hotel stays for me, as is the norm for my business, staying Sunday night till Tuesday night and traveling back on Wednesday, New Year's Eve, to enjoy the festivities. I told my girlfriend, 33 female, about this work I'd taken on, and she immediately wanted to come with me. I asked why, and she said we can have a nice break in the capital and spend some time together. I told her that this isn't a holiday, it's work. That she's welcome to join me if she can entertain herself, but I'm working, so she better not moan about me getting up at 6 a.m.
Oh.
She said this was fine. She could see some friends and go to the markets, the shops, tourist stuff, etc. So I added her name to the hotel room and booked her a train ticket. We traveled yesterday afternoon and I got to the hotel, where the first issue arose. It's a budget hotel, part of a large chain that I regularly use, with very basic facilities. She didn't think it was nice enough for a romantic break. I reminded her this is not a romantic break and I'm not spending business income on anything I don't need, like a swanky hotel room, and the room was booked before she asked to join. She pulled her face a bit, but didn't say anything else about it. I got to my usual work routine, unpacking clothing, putting tools onto charge, then went to scout the property and nearby amenities. I told her I was off to do this, checked if she needed anything from the shops and headed out, with her just getting into the shower as I left. I returned about an hour later with my usual haul of bottled water, protein bars, and bananas, which sees me through the working day till I find usually a kebab house or similar for a hot evening meal. I'm not poor by any means, but whatever is spent when away still comes out of my profits, so I try to stay reasonably cheap. When I returned around 6 p.m. by this time, she was dressed up in a nice outfit and partway through putting her makeup on. I assumed she'd made plans with a friend, so asked her where she was going. She got quite angry at this and snapped at me to put my nice clothes on so we could go out.
Girl, he told you that this was for work. Like, does she understand English? I'm not sure I understand what the fuck is her problem.
I pointed out that I had not brought any nice clothes and that I wasn't going out as I had work the next morning. This went down like a lead balloon. She immediately started crying and saying I'd ruined her plans for a nice meal at some restaurant she'd apparently made a reservation for. I again reminded her that I'm not on a holiday, I'm up at 6 a.m. and I was doing nothing more than eating, sleeping, and playing on my Switch 2, which aggravated her more. Cue more tears and another complaint about the hotel not being nice enough. I told her she's upset entirely due to her own actions and refusal to listen to me, and that I was not sympathetic to her tears when she unilaterally decided my work trip was a romantic getaway. She locked herself in the bathroom, so I went out and got us some food. By the time I returned, she seemed to have reflected upon everything and apologized to me. She'd gotten changed into her comfiest, we ate, chilled out for a bit, doom scrolling, then watched a film before bed. I set my alarm for the morning and reminded her I was up at 6, then got in bed while she was finishing up in the bathroom. As she comes out of the bathroom, she makes a big thing about looking at her, as I had literally just got my head on the pillow, and I told her whatever it was could wait till tomorrow and to get in bed. She shouted at me, I put in all this effort and you're not even going to look? So I reluctantly rolled over, grabbed my glasses, flicked the bedside lamp on, and looked over to see her in a very sexy maid's outfit with all the trimmings.
Girl.
She climbed onto bed and immediately started trying to initiate sex, but I stopped her. Told her, yes, she looked amazing, but it's nearly midnight. I'm up in a few hours and needed to get some rest. She shouted, well, fuck you, and locked herself in the bathroom again. I took my glasses off, flicked the light off, and rolled back over to sleep. I'm not sure exactly how long afterwards, she got into bed, gave me a hug, and said she's sorry for shouting. I get up the next morning.
Is she okay?
I get up the next morning, got showered, and dressed quietly, and then gave her a quick kiss on the forehead, said I love her, was off to work, and left. A few more paragraphs, guys, but you have any thoughts about this right now?
I mean,
She's annoying.
the up and down is insane to me, and then like the lack of communication. Because like I think
it's on both sides, to be honest.
I'd say more on her side though.
More so on her side, because he was very explicit in being
Yeah.
This is
I'm
fucking work.
really only working.
and then like to not tell him like I have a reservation, like I want to go out tonight or whatever. Like if that was said ahead of time and he agreed to it,
Yeah.
then there'd be some grounds for being upset. but she didn't
Yeah.
tell him. Just like dropped it on him, and like he's like, I mean, I get like he should maybe want to go out more with her, but it's also like he does work at 6 a.m. I get
Yeah.
that.
And he,
Got to.
yeah, he said it's a work trip. I do. My only thing is like, part of me is like, maybe he was pretty explicit, I guess, but
Yeah, I
maybe
think so.
even more explicit. Be
Man,
like,
what the fuck is that
literally,
still
I'm
doing?
gonna eat shit food. I'm gonna have one hot meal, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Maybe that's what he needed to do to
I
really
don't think she would
quell.
have taken
but,
that. Still,
But then again, we have this night one. They have the whole fight, and then she still puts on the
Oh,
sexy
hell no.
clothes.
I ain't
to try to
skipping that.
initiate
Not gonna
something.
lie.
I was gonna
Shit, if
say
I
he's
gotta-
a stronger man than me. I would be like, all right, well, I mean, I'm awake, but
sure, but it's also like he
but
has
it's
laid
like
out.
just
like,
a
I'm going to
really
bed.
bad
Mhm.
ability to read the room.
Yeah,
You have this whole thing. You're like, I'm really only here for work. I can't do anything else. And then he's like, all right, well, let's go to bed. I wake up at 6 a.m. And then why would you put that on? You know what I mean? Like, y'all just got in a fight over this being strictly a work trip. So
yeah. It's like maybe make plans tomorrow night. Hey, you know, a little earlier on in the night, like I got a surprise for you or something like that.
yeah, or yeah, just
You know,
more communication. I
just
think on both
a
sides.
little thought, like, because he is working. Like this is a work
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah,
and he
but
has
like what John said,
responsibilities.
our scenario would be much differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're weak.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
All right, finishing this off. It was a pretty normal working day, nothing of note, and I left around 6 p.m., getting back to the hotel just before 1:30. She was in the room when I got back and asked if she'd had a good day. She said she'd been shopping, as was evidenced by the various bags scattered around the place.
Nice.
I go get in the shower, and when I come out, she tells me she's laid clothes out for me.
Another surprise? We gotta stop surprising.
I look on the bed to find a whole brand new outfit, shirt, trousers, and shoes. I told her thanks, but I was getting onto my comfy gear since I've been working in gear all day, and she snapped, "You're not going out in your scruffs," which caught me off guard. And I asked, "Why not?" Which led to her informing me we were going for food and drinks with a friend of hers and the friend's husband. I lost my shit at that point. This was the third time in about 24 hours I'd reminded her I'm here for work, not whatever stupid idea she had in her head. She got
Yeah.
upset at me, calling her idea stupid, but I countered with the fact that unilaterally planning romantic ideas on a working fucking trip was incredibly fucking stupid, which caused her to start crying. I told her I'm not interested in her crocodile tears. She's a full-grown woman who was elected to ignore everything she's been told, make plans for others they've no interest nor capability in undertaking, and she's now upset because she isn't getting what she wanted. She said I didn't care about her, which I flipped right back, pointing out she'd literally decided to ignore everything I told her repeatedly, and so she could sulk from now until 2036 if she wants, but she's entirely at fault for this, and I'm taking no responsibility for being upset as it's wholly self-inflicted. She was bawling her eyes out at this point, so I got dressed and went out to get food, texting her to let me know if she wanted anything. She immediately replied saying she's going home, and I got back to the hotel about 30 minutes ago, and she has indeed packed up her stuff and left. I'm now sat alone in my hotel room, picking at the food I got for her, struggling with one simple question. How could I have made it any clearer that my work trip is not a romantic getaway?
I mean, yeah, I get the frustration. It's like the first two surprises, he was pretty clear. Hey, this is a work trip.
A third surprise is wild, I think.
Let's do another one.
Do I wish he had handled it maybe more tactfully? Probably.
But
But,
it's-
also after setting the expectations
Yeah.
and then having the two reactions to the surprises, in what world is the third surprise going to be? I mean,
Exactly. And like,
We ever earned no lesson, old man.
yeah.
and like, I'm a different person where it's like, if my partner comes with me, I'm also thinking, yeah, let's go out, whatever. That's who I am, though. If his is like, no, like I'm drained from work, like I'm working 10-hour day,
yeah.
coming back for these, like this is a 2-day trip. So he's working probably pretty hard in those 2 days
Mm-hmm.
and then going back home to celebrate stuff.
And I
You know
forget
what
this
mean?
was manual labor.
I don't know exactly what a surveyor does, but it not only is like that type of labor, but it's also like a self-employed. This is their business too, so I
Yeah.
think it's a lot more
Yeah.
high stakes as opposed to like, let's say you're working for a company, because this is your business on the line, you know?
Right, because it's your ass on the line if
Yeah.
if something goes wrong with the build or whatever it happens to
Right.
be. Yeah, so like I get that. Like he's like, I don't want surprises, and like he went out for food anyway, so it's like I'm sure he just didn't want to go for drinks and stay out late, probably, which is fair. So I'm sure if she was like message him during the day, hey, would you want to go to like this kebab spot around the corner, like just us two, like nothing like crazy, we're not staying out late, I'm sure he would have been down for that. But she didn't do that. She just surprised him with something else. And it's like
the third surprise after the 2 failed surprises. It's
technically 4 with the full on new costumes or like new outfit.
right. And this is
Yeah.
all after, at the very beginning of this, he was like, I'm going on a work trip. This is a work trip. You'll have to entertain
He
yourself.
said it multiple
And then
times.
it's like-
yeah,
don't know
I
what you
forgot he
didn't
did
understand.
explicitly say you'll have to entertain yourself.
Yup.
Yeah, which is like,
Yeah.
again, I'm different. I would want to like go out for dinner or whatever. I wouldn't want to go for drinks and stuff if I'm working at 6 a.m. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. I feel there was a compromise in there that she didn't even try to make.
Yeah, I mean, she could have just gotten like invited the friend and her husband over for takeout at the hotel,
Sure.
or like at like
Meet
a
at the
more
lobby or some
casual
shit.
place than like drinks. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's tough. Again, the maid outfit would have worked for me.
he's
but,
also-
yeah,
I want to survey you now, girl.
but
Damn.
yeah, that
a
it
good
is rough to go for a third big surprise on, you know, after everything that has occurred in the last.
Because like
24 hours.
this could all happen on the 31st. Maybe you go out for drinks and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
this is a
Yeah, because the whole plan was to get back home to celebrate New Year's Eve.
exactly.
My compromise would have been like, okay, so as someone, I frequently go with Juliet like when she has like work trips, and vice versa when I used to work corporate as well.
And now
So
when we
and now too, it's like she goes with us too. So we also have this rule. It's like, hey, I'm gonna be here for work, I'm gonna be for business. You gotta entertain yourself, and we say that to each other all the time. And
Mhm.
when she went to New York, I was fucking walking around New York by myself the whole day, and like,
Well,
you know, sometimes
when we were in
Okay,
Toronto, like Sienna went out when we were recording all day
Exactly.
that Saturday. Like she
You
went
know
out
what I mean?
and like did some shopping and like saw some friends and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what's expected if you're going on a work
yeah,
trip.
and that's like a given. So to me, like the lack of understanding, because I thought OP was pretty cut and clear, saying like this is a work trip.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're not
It was
gonna get the
pretty clear.
bougiest hotel or like the fanciest hotel, and if you're gonna complain about it, knowing that I have to get up in the morning, like what are we talking about here? I don't think
Yeah.
he could have said it any clearer.
No.
I do agree that there could have been more compromises that could have been had. He could have been a little bit more, you know, tactful about it, in my opinion. Because like what Josh is saying, I would also love to spend my time with my partner, especially if like let's say we're in a new city.
Mhm.
We could have had a compromise saying like, you know what? Because I was working like the past 3 days, maybe we stay another day. Like so that way
Yeah.
we can just explore, you know, the city
Do
and
New
let's-
Year's Eve there.
yeah, let's
exactly.
do whatever you want afterwards, because I have technically been ignoring you for the past couple days, but you know, it is because of work.
Mhm.
Those compromises could have been had. So a lot of people on Reddit kind of flamed them, speculating that like they flamed her too. It's basically like an
Everybody
everybody
sucks
sucks
Everyone
here.
sucks.
Yeah.
situation in this, but
Okay.
like people are speculating that like, do you even fucking like your partner at this point?
Yeah.
Because the way you talk about her.
Yeah, it was giving that definitely at some
It
points.
did feel like I hate my wife.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you
Because she
If you
still
did
is
want to
Again,
desperate
the
for his
maid
attention.
thing would have done numbers.
right, but he is allowed to
I
like
clean that ass
For
up
sure,
so
for sure,
fast.
for sure.
We can't-
John and I have gotten in trouble for how down bad we are for our wives.
which is I mean
yeah, and then y'all can
I'm right
kiss my
there.
ass for
I
that.
understand, but I'm also like he is
Thank
he
you,
is a
Snapper.
in his own
Yeah,
right to
everyone
be
has
like,
their own autonomy. They can
Hey,
say,
I'm going to bed. Like
I would
I'm-
never.
I'm fucking. I'm a horn dog. so-
yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah,
never.
exactly. But like so yeah, he could have just been like, hey, I know my partner. I know this is not going to go over well if she comes. Like, hey, we'll do something when I get back, or you,
Mm.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm mainly on like OP side because like it's been communicated so much goddamn
Yeah.
times, but
Exactly.
I do get the feeling that like, do you not like your wife, bro?
I think both things can be correct here.
right.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel
yeah.
like he could not like his wife, but also be sort of in the right for this. Because, like, how many more hints? Like, how much
Yeah.
clearer could you be? You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
It's just like roles reversed. I'm hating on him for coming on her business trip and then like
He's packing for sex. Fuck him.
exactly.
That's true. True. So there are like comments that people made, and then I picked the top 3 comments that OP also responded to. So kind of just give a little more context to what his explanation is. So Breck's cousin commented, "You both should have talked about your expectations more. You absolutely could have gone for dinner and be in bed by 10:30, ready to work in the morning." To which OP commented, "I did discuss my expectations. That's the entire crux of the issue. I made it abundantly clear that what my expectations were, and yet that apparently wasn't enough." So
Yeah.
I'm still on his side about that like 3 fucking times. Like,
Yeah, I think he made it very
Yeah.
clear when she asked to come. He's like, "Yeah, this is
Mhm.
a business trip. I'm going for business. You'll have to entertain yourself." And again, it's like if she wanted to do dinner and stuff like that, text him during the day or
Yeah.
in the morning when
Warn
he's leaving.
him.
Hey, would you want to go for dinner at like 7? We'll be back by a reasonable time. Like, I think that's
and I think at
easy
that point
to do.
too, even with that compromise, I think the wife is also like should be prepared to like take no for an answer, right? Like, cause it's like,
Sure.
hey, I'm gonna be tired. Like, I'm trying to get up in the morning. Like,
Wait, how much longer is this story? God damn. I was waiting for the story to end, but it's still talking for a minute, and I am tired. I was waiting for the story to end. I thought it was almost over. It is not. So I'm gonna I'm gonna move on because I'm starting to have a little bit of a Warframe fatigue. I need to either go sleep or go play something else. So for now, I'm gonna stop Warframe, and maybe I'll come back to play another game. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow to play anything. We'll see. But as far as this stream is concerned, oof, I'm out. Peace.